The North covering South, East, and West. This is Real FM.
You asking me what is wrong with Trinidad? You can't understand why things go on so bad. You find we so rich in human resources, and yet the country going to pieces. Well, let me tell you, my friend, where we went wrong. After Eric Williams' old car breakdown, we called the NAR, we ordered the next car and installed a new driver. With 33 passengers from the party, we gave him a maxi taxi, fitted with my wheels, tape deck, computer, air conditioned 8-cylinder. With much new fittings, this maxi car arrived. Then it started to swerve and nosedive. It took a year for passengers to realize. They say the new driver cannot drive.
Afternoon, folks. League with the wheel is yours.
Isaiah 5:20 and 21. Woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light, and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes, and pretend in their own sight. That is the word, thus saith the Lord. Anybody has a problem with that word, Skibby, take it up with the Bible, not me.
Not you.
Good day, friends. Good day, our regular listeners, our fans. Good day, our colleagues. Good day to the naysayers, Skibby, the cynics, and our enemies, because we know they're listening. Today we have a packed program which will deal with the real issues confronting the Grenadian people. KB. We'll touch a bit on the legislation. We'll touch a bit on cost of living. And we'll touch a bit on the actions of the present administration. Because my good friend KB came to battle. Grenada is my constituency. Real FM is my parliament. I'm the people's spokesman along with KB. And we're blessed by the ancient of this. You don't know any way me and KB will travel and the people to indicating to us that they are satisfied with our performance. Now I want to put a piece before we get into the meat of the discussion today, KB. Because I think it is important for us to understand as citizens, and especially supporters of the new National Party, the true philosophical meaning of "and is that." Because we hear this thing from the present administration, "and is that." And I just want to put my spin to it, what the true meaning can be. Listen, and here goes. "And is that" is a slogan and mantra used heavily by the NDC, the National Democratic Congress, during the election campaign and after the election win and up to today. The NDC uses it to connote a final decision that cannot change and as a slap in the face of Grenadians. Slogans and mantras emerge from co-philosophical foundational substance and inherent belief systems of organization, it is adopted to send a strong message to its followers and opponents. What it simply say, it is not by accident this slogan is used. Simply put. To the hardcore membership of the NDC, the veranda NDCs, those that they consider in the upper class, and that means we are now in charge, only thinking of themselves, and the only thing that their views matters. While others really do not matter if they are right. So even though when others have view, even though you're right, it doesn't matter. That our direction, even if it's on a slippery slope, which the country is now, it's none of your business. That's why they want to bring in the legislation to hush up people. We should purge every institution to detox it of persons perceived to have a different opinion or perceived to have green blood. It essentially means to hell with the rest, screw the others, their needs, their aspiration, their belief systems, and their opinion. It means a total disregard for what is truly Grenadian, for a better dose of decolonization. And I'll get to decolonization, the meaning of decolonization, as we go along. The opponents, like people like us, KB,
Yeah, man.
the NNP people, and those who tried voting, those NNP are turn and vote for them last time, KB.
Them that feeling the pain.
Hold on. To the opponents and those that voted for them the last time, first time, and that means we made a mistake. Our opinion don't really count. We are excluded. We need to quickly determine who our Prime Minister represents. We are excluded from the opportunities. We should desert our constitutional sacrosanct, our constitutional right to speak freely and to spread NDC propaganda. So anytime we go against the propaganda, like in situation like Andy Williams, Honorable Andy Williams owes the public no explanation for the GDB loan, even if it's the people money. And is that the real meaning to Grenadians? Dismiss hundreds of workers in Carriacou and Grenada, take it, and is that. Run the women folks from the job, bring them to their knees, and then post photos on Facebook celebrating or mocking certain big shot women from the Ministry of Women's in Women's Day activities, and is that. Cut poor people 150 and spend it on beautifying Lagon Road, and is that. Freak out Carriacou people, take back the keys for the house, and is that. Bring oppressive legislation to Parliament to manage the public mouth, take that, and is that. The and is that way of life is the most divisive, exclusive principle ever conceived, but fits the true person, the true NDC, and the current leadership. Grenadians, buckle up your seat and prepare for more, and is that. Take it in your su-su. So when we talk about PAW 92, the Black Rav, and is that. So KB, I wanted to just bring that to things. So and is that is not just simple.
Understand?
They really mean nobody else view don't matter.
It's true.
The 9 prime ministers we have in Grenada, nobody else views don't matter, because when Andy could do what he do, and they had to get money for him, he's a little prime minister too.
Yeah.
When Ron name calling and nothing do happening to him, he's a little prime minister too, and is that. To decolonize mean the malicious victimization and detoxification of persons perceived not to support the NDC. KB, and that in itself leads to chaos in the society. Igwe, there's a clip I want you to play for me, and then allow KB, the man at the moment, to go into his salvo. So give me the clip. Igwe! And is that. Take it in your su-su. That's the kind of words they use into the Greenland people.
What did
so all the people, they take the 150 and it's that. Take it in you, sue. There's nothing you could do about that. Igwe, you're not giving me my due thing, man.
Look at it.
You're sticking.
But we also have to be honest. Development also has a price. And you cannot have development without some environmental impact. You cannot have development without changing the physical landscape and the physical infrastructure.
So, KB, without any delay, I'll allow you to go into your salvo.
Yes. Thank you, Master Carl. Good afternoon, listeners of Read FM. I'm happy to be here once again. And I'll tell you, every week we come here. We don't come here excited, you know, but with sad news. Sad story. Everywhere you pass, you hear discussion on the state of the economy. People's life just in ruin. And the country, the economy, stand up like River and Twine Lake. He ain't going nowhere. But that is one part of the story. Is the tremendous embarrassment these people putting us through. A tremendous embarrassment. During the week, we heard this government want to pass a legislation. The first reading will be on Tuesday. And everybody asking question. What is the need for such legislation? What happened to this government? They see these tactics as a Gestapo tactics to muzzle people, infringe on your rights and freedom. As one NDC said to me, KB, if it is right for the police to go to a judge and request a warrant to search your house, so we'll pass legislation for the police to have access to your phone to seek information that could incriminate you. And that is the red line. That is the problem. This legislation, Master Carl going to give a whole detail on it very soon. The Bar Association will start coming out on it, and different legal mind will take issue with that. You're asking yourself, what happened to the NDC? Why the need for such legislation? Give the authority, a special commission, right to have access to your phone. If they convince or they feel that you intend to do anything wrong based on their feeling, their assumption, they could go and request permission from a judge and take away your phone from you and demand you give them the code to open your phone. And that is the danger. That is the frightening part. You understand? We are aware what happened during the COVID time. The Grenadian people were forced to live a life they were not accustomed to. The government was very intrusive into their life. And they all rebel. When the government say, hey, you need to wear a mask, maintain social distance, number of people on a bus limited, no social gathering, no jab. Everybody rebel, they're not accustomed. Government telling them what to do, so intrusive in their life. You understand? Even risking other people's life. People rebel. No. The NDC, like the concern about leaks in their administration, so they decide now to pass that legislation. The first reading will be Tuesday. I want the Grenadian people to follow it. So, they were able to have access to your phone conversation. And if you fail to give them the code to open your phone, hey, they will charge you as much $5,000 to $50,000 or you go to prison. That is the pressure, that is the kind of legislation these people want to pass. Just imagine, how could you have confidence in people going into your phone and having access to your private conversation? Once they have access to your private conversation, they could always hold you at ransom. Because the day you and this individual ain't seen eye to eye, or are in any conflict, they could release it, damage your marriage life, know all about your financial transaction, know all about your private life, because they will have access to your phone. How could NDC now think about passing legislation to have access to people's phone, the conversation in the phone? Grenadians, think about it. These people just going too far. What they frightened about? If you're doing everything above board, you believe in good governance, accountability, and transparency. You believe in that. Therefore, you having meeting, you know, demanding people leave their phone outside. And if there is still leaks, you find out. You be this country, you find out about the leaks. You don't go and take away people's phone or get police to search people's phone, demand that they give you the number of the phone, the code to open the phone, to have access to your private information. This is crazy. And Grenadians, there is time you have to stand up. Things like that, not to take it, you shouldn't take it standing up, you shouldn't take it sitting down, you shouldn't take it lying down, and you shouldn't take it at all. That is a red line. Tell the NDC, no. Demand consultation first. Demand the legal minds of this country look at this law. Let us have consultation. What are the guardrails you will use to protect people's privacy? How much we could trust those people who have access to the information inside your phone? These people just going too far. Seems as though this NDC government is getting from bad to worse. Recently, we had sad story about people in high places selling vehicles that don't belong to them. And what an embarrassment. How could people who in key position taking people's vehicle and sell it all over the Facebook now? You see ministers' name calling associated with vehicle, taking people's things and sell it. You've been elected to serve. You didn't get into politics to get rich. No, you didn't do that. You went there to serve. You understand? And it's frightening. It's frightening because it seems as though that is a pattern with the NDC. Always selling things that will belong to them. Remember, during the reign of the Tillman Thomas government, Minister of Finance was our good friend Nazim Bok. And what happened? He sold a hotel that were not belonging to the government to the INS. to NIS. He sold a hotel that was not belonging to the government, sell it to NIS. Even the shares in Grand Lake, when NDC sold Grand Lake to WRB, they had an agreement that anything the government wished to sell the share, they must offer that share first to WRB. They signed that agreement. You know what they did? When they was strapped for finance, they sold that share to NIS. And WRB protests and say, hey, here is the agreement. You know, NIS paid them for that share, but NIS never received the share. They are accustomed selling things that don't belong to them. Now you have people in the government selling vehicles that don't belong to them.
Allegedly, KB.
This is embarrassing. It is alleged. People in the government selling vehicles that don't belong to them. It's embarrassing all over the place. The number of the vehicle on Facebook, all over the place. That is how cocaine zombie behave. Cocaine zombie always taking things that will belong to them and sell it to maintain a habit that will good for them. You don't behave so. We put you in office to behave and to perform with distinction. This is total embarrassment. And you see, it is impossible for Honorable Deacon Mitchell to discipline them. Remember, they have 9 seats in Parliament, eh? NNP have 6. If you discipline one, therefore you will have 7 in the opposition and 8 in government. Therefore you will have 8 prime ministers. The rest go hold him at ransom. He can't discipline none of them.
He had 9 prime ministers.
9 of them.
He can't discipline all now. He can't discipline
Especially
nobody.
Youth for Change.
All now he can't discipline nobody.
Youth for Change. They can fret them like 10 mapipi. They could do what they want. They could behave the infantile behavior all over the place, and he can't do anything because he's afraid. If he discipline them for bad behavior, the government will fall. We cannot afford for opposition to have 7 and he 8. So they hold him at ransom. Want to see him perform miracle. The real Jesus Christ used to perform miracle. You perform miracle now. Save your party. Save your party. Because you have outlaws, renegade, people behaving bad. They're not disciplined. What right, minister, you have to be careful with the life you live. You cannot live the life you want to live as a minister. You have to live the life people expect you to live. Clear case. You can't live no vai life and do things any and anyhow. Live life in an arbitrary way. Do things in an arbitrary way. No. You must live the life the people expect you to live. And behave the way the people expect you to behave. You have to lead by example. It's country you're dealing with, you know. It's not your private property. It's country. People trust you. That's why they vote for you. They put the trust in you. And they expect you to lead. And we must follow your lead. You cannot have people, ministers behaving in an arbitrary way when they meet in an accident, they're driving off. Don't stay in, remaining until the police come on the scene. Leave in and go because them is NDC ministers. You drive out. You'll go in the police station and make noise. Dissatisfied with how the police handle some of your friends. You understand? In the most arrogant way. That is now how people, like somebody say KB this morning, KB, you know, God gave NDC this country. Why? To test them. So that the people see the true colors of NDC. God give them that country because they was never patriotic. Give them that country so the people will see the real NDC, the true colors of NDC, and how they govern this country. Embarrassment night and day. People suffering in this country and no answer. Ministers embarrassing people every day in this country, selling things that don't belong to them and pocketing the money. Master Carl?
So I must have some questions, KB, as you see that. Honorable Ron Redhead. The people ask what you know about PAW 92.
Let me take the number of that vehicle.
PAW 92, a black
W
92, a black RAV4.
Black.
Ian Django Thomas, they just listen and tell you what I say about you. I want to know what you know about PAW 92. Ian Django Thomas.
From Greenville.
I want you to tell the people who is the owner of PAW 92. Honorable Ron Redhead, I want you to tell the nation, and I want a clip out scrutiny there again because they say you should put them under scrutiny. The Prime Minister said that. So don't play it yet, but I play them, the clip I send for you. I put them under scrutiny. Honorable Ron Redhead, what you know about the owner, or who is the owner of PAW 92 in the records at Inland Revenue? Honorable Ron Redhead, I want to know if you know there was any discussion about $18,000 and $10,000. Ian Django Thomas, I want you to answer that question for me too.
Yeah, man.
Because it is important for the nation to understand what is going on. And KB, you speak about the draconian Ramgoat Nicodemus legislation.
Oh, yes, boy. That one bad.
Which we get into. All that is for us to not be able to ask those questions on them.
Yeah, man.
Because you have 9 prime ministers in Grenada. 9 prime ministers. And the one that goes to the governor general and say he had the majority in the house, he can't control the boys no more.
No, he can't control them again. No.
And he had to aid and abet in them getting money from GDB.
Yeah.
So I want to know, asking here, Ian Django Thomas.
Tell us about the vehicle, man.
And Ron Redhead. All you go to GDB and get the 18 grand?
Tell us about the vehicle.
Because it is alleged that the people want their money. And there was a discussion about 18,000. But it ended up 10,000. The people want to know. All you could vex if all you want to know. Because all you open yourself for public life.
Yeah, man.
All you present yourself to the people. All you took an oath before God to serve the people. And we are the people. So we asking of that.
I wonder what they do with that vehicle.
And we want to know, whilst we at it, Ian Django Thomas and Honorable Ron Redhead, who have that vehicle right now?
Yes.
School children ask if you have any information that any call was made to another person to transfer that vehicle. We don't know because the school children, and when I get them called 3 a.m. in the morning, because I'm the people's spokesman or found by the people, I must come on this parliament and discuss.
Yeah, man.
Because the Prime Minister say all you have to open yourself for scrutiny, how NNP the afraid scrutiny, and I do afraid.
Yeah, man.
So come out and tell the people if all they might have to approach GDB again. The same GDB with the treasurer of NDC, the chairman of the board. We want to know if Parliament had to go back there for the 18 grand. I don't know. That's school children asking KB. And I'm duty bound. As you say, I'm obligated to ask those questions on behalf of the people.
Will they get 2,000 already for gas?
KB, let me tell you something. Let me put this thing in context. Because it's not about slandering people here and so.
No, this one is not slander.
Let me tell you something. Now, the Prime Minister, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, he get to Fred press conference now. So they cancel the one for last week and they say they're having some town hall in St. David. He Fred press conference now, he forgot our scrutiny. But hear this. He won the Grenadian public. Simply KB. He had won the Grenadian public, you know. Because when he came in, he said, we want to know. KB said that the salary of ministers was woefully inadequate. He also said they work hard, like they work too hard for run on them.
Yeah, man.
He also say he want to guard against corruption, whether real or perceived.
So
after he say that, just so,
give them an increase.
They get $2,000. So, because he afraid scrutiny and he don't allowing me to question him or to ask it here. So was that 2,000 a prelude to stop corruption? I don't know. Because you say the money don't enough, woefully inadequate. You say they work hard.
Yeah.
And you say to guard against corruption,
give them an increase.
Whether real or perceived.
Give them an
and
increase.
They could fact check me and challenge me on that. Because when I come here, KB, I want them to challenge me and say, Master Carl, what you're saying is not true. I don't want them to say they didn't know.
The 2,000
or they didn't hear that. He said the pay was woefully inadequate. Although he jackass the thing, Gates, and try to talk about gas thieving in Central and kind of thing, which we know is lie.
Yeah, man. Give them the increase.
This guy should change his name to Lionel because the truth abideth not in him.
Yeah, man.
So we want to know, the $2,000 to give them was the real reason to guard against corruption, whether real or perceived.
To make sure they do thief.
And here what he tried to do now. And I'll put it into context now, KB. He go in parliament now and he want to give them more, you know. Because the original figure is about 15 grand. Yeah. But here what he want to do. He want to encourage the opposition MP to agree with him that MP is not getting enough money. So to agree to about ballpark maybe 4,000, 5,000 to pay them.
Yeah.
And then those who get 2,000 already go still get in the 5,000. So then he might reach nearly to the 15, 12 and 15. So you understand the trick?
Yeah.
And he has some people saying, yes, KB are not against parliamentarian being paid, but not when you come in the cloak of night like Nicodemus and try to bring that thing on him.
No, man.
Because you did not want no discussion because you take 2,000 and you give your ministers. You did not want no discussion. You take money and pay the teachers when the court. And they like to talk about the court, eh?
Yeah, man.
Because they make all this song and dance when the court bring back the pension legislation 1958. They say the court, we have to honor the court. It is constitutional. But the court say the teachers do work. And they shouldn't get paid. But you pay them. So you know how to get money. So if you want to give them 15,000, give them. Because the 8 other prime minister, I don't want them kill you. I don't want them holding your neck. Because you have 9 prime ministers in Grenada. So they could do anything.
No, man.
And the Honorable Prime Minister Dick Mitchell can do nothing, not a damn thing he could do about
he
it.
touch one the government fact.
Yeah, he started to hide away from press conference. I thought you like the spotlight.
Youth for change.
I thought you like to sing and dance. I thought you like leadership by avoidance. How come you afraid press conference now? How come you afraid scrutiny? No, because the other 8 prime minister have you by your eye.
Yeah,
ball.
they hold him at ransom.
And all over you playing the sheep.
They hold him at ransom.
Are you playing the fiddle fast? So are you playing the take the susu in you?
Yeah, man.
So for you, Deacon, Honorable Deacon Mitchell,
if you bad handle them,
take the susu in you.
If you bad 100 them, Mr.
And they might tell him, KB, when they do all the thing and he talking to them, they might tell him, and it's that.
Yeah,
you
man.
can't say nothing. You're
Can't
afraid.
say nothing. 100 them, no?
You're afraid to touch them.
Huh.
You can't even
You
think
give
some
them-
little children
you give them
among you.
2,000
You want to
extra.
come and bring legislation to hush up big people.
To interfere in
You
people's phone.
disrespectful.
To go into people's phone.
KB, and we want them, you know. We say these guys and them don't have institutional knowledge, so they go make a lot of mistake. We say when they make the mistake, they go be arrogant about it. And because they're so arrogant, that is true decolonization.
Yeah, man.
The malicious victimization and detoxification. KB, when you ask Bernard to mash up the revolution, what he tell you?
But Bernard could say, when I asked Bernard Code, KB, I said, Bernard, what caused the downfall of the revolution? He said, KB, youth inexperience and arrogance is a deadly combination.
Say no more. And we seeing that playing out right now.
He said they're bringing a skyscraper low down to the ground. They're mashing it back low to the ground. A skyscraper. Youth inexperience and arrogant, that is a deadly combination.
So, Honorable Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, in your town hall on Wednesday, we want to know, what about PAW 92?
The black rap.
We want to know who is the owner. We want to know who the owner lend, borrow, not give.
And
we want to know who have it now. We want to know if the person made a call to ask for it to be transferred, because question we asking him.
Yeah.
So when I get the information, KB, I study scandal.
Yeah, man.
I study libel.
Yeah.
And then I speak to a legal mind. They say, once you asking question, you're good. Asking question.
PAW.
Because you say, put you under scrutiny.
92.
And while we at it,
Black Rav4.
hold on. While we at it, Dr. Bob, I want you to ask that question for me too. Carly Shaw, he's the leading journalist on the country. I want you to ask those questions. Because they might not listen ordinary master call, but the people want to know. The people want to know Igwe. Why and what is going on. Somebody say, KB, you don't really afraid them, but you're afraid to lose power.
Oh, yes. Freddy can discipline youth for change. Deacon Mitchell, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, you're in real trouble. You're facing embarrassment for the whole 5 years or 3 years of whatever.
So, KB,
lifespan.
So, KB, the question is, because we want to know, if the situation or the information about PAW 92 is true, that is a crime.
He had to fire the person. He have to fire
and
the person.
if it's true and you do take action, you're complicit in crime.
Exactly.
Yes, I use the word complicit. So they could go and look up the meaning of complicit again. I using it complicit. I said it.
Yeah, man.
If the story about PAW 92, the Black Rav, is true, that is a crime.
Of course.
And criminals ought to be charged and tried.
Forgery.
No one in Grenada is above the law.
Grenada is a country of laws.
So we want to see. Igwe, the thing grimy.
But he give them 2,000 more for the not to thief. That's the problem.
But KB, listen how them men operating. You know you had a gospel show over the weekend, yeah?
No, I was not with it.
And the information to suggest that one of the organizers beg the same guys and them for assistance, and they don't worry him. And they see them is culture. And culture, and all they talk about culture are watching them hard. Igwe. Igwe, so here are some questions.
Sad.
Mr. Prime Minister.
Sad.
In Wednesday, Town Hall in St. David's, we want to know about PAW 92.
Black Rav.
We want to know who is the owner as registered in Inland Revenue. We want to know if there was a discussion about 18,000 or 10,000.
And that will receive
We
that
want
money,
to
right?
know who has it presently. We want to know if you know about any calls made to transfer. We want to know if it is true, if it is not a crime. Because under the same bill they want to bring, the ram goat,
Yeah, man.
Nicodemus bill, they say, you the minister could determine what is a crime or not, but not in this one. You can determine if it's a crime in this one. If what they're saying about PAW 92 KB,
What?
that is a crime.
What? Any
And you cannot think from proceeds of crime. And you cannot sit down and be complicit.
no man. PAW will be like a bomb in the
Because
head in the
you
night.
say about scrutiny, and we on scrutiny, I want that clip Igwe before I go further. Because we go in deep sea diving.
Yeah,
after.
man. PAW 92 like a bomb in the head in the night.
We subject ourselves to scrutiny,
Yes, I.
and we've never held public office. But those who've held
Hold
public,
public
office,
office now,
for
they don't
38
scrutiny.
years cannot go on the Kill on Bob show.
Uh-huh.
They do not appear on the Calistro Faria show.
Uh-huh.
They do not appear on Beyond the Headlines.
Uh-huh.
They do not have pocket meetings and give you the mic to ask them questions.
Uh-huh.
So ask yourself, when they do not wish to subject themselves to your scrutiny, to answer your questions, to meet and greet and hear from you, why are they still coming back and asking you to allow them to represent?
So,
Lyrics, man.
so, Mr. Prime Minister,
Lyrics.
now you have power.
Yes.
You do
Want public school.
want scrutiny. Go on the Kel and Bob show.
Yeah, man.
Let people call you and ask you that.
About PAW 92.
Go on the Calistro show.
And then there's PAW 92.
Let people ask you about that.
PAW 92.
And KB, what I want to know, once we ask some questions, there's one again, Mr. PM. Do you know if the guy that have the RAV4, did he go to the police?
To file a report.
I don't know. Because we asking questions again, we don't know. Because they tell us we operated on a need to know. Know what they say?
Yeah, man.
Information need to know. But that information we want to know. We want to know.
Yeah,
We want to know if there was a record of sale and check.
Yeah, man.
Because check.
Check pass
We
again.
hear about check.
Check again.
Check out. Check in. Shift in, shift out.
Check again, boy.
These are the questions. We want to know if the police is involved in the matter. We want to know about bill of sale and checks.
Yes, man.
Because, Mr. Prime Minister, you say NNP defraud scrutiny.
Yeah, man.
So, for argument's sake, KB,
Yeah, man.
let me agree with you.
No, he right.
No, let me give you that.
I saboting him.
Let me give you that.
You
So, as you get power, you get fraud scrutiny too?
his politician wants
Deacon.
No.
Deacon, a lot of people are counting on you. You know. A lot of people are counting on you, but all of a sudden, as you reach power,
the man afraid to fire them.
so KB, you have some big question to answer in the town hall.
Yeah, man.
Was there a bill of sale and check in relation to PAW 92? Was the police given notice or advice or information on PAW 92? We want to know.
They go just
Because the people need to know. Because, Mr. Prime Minister, when you don't tell us, you leave us to speculate.
Yeah, man.
You leave the plumbers to bust leak.
Yeah, man.
It don't looking good. Sand done. Water salt. But I thought you'd afraid the other 8 Prime Minister. But they say you don't afraid them. You know, it's power you want.
Yo.
So you will sacrifice your own morality
Yeah.
just to stay in power.
You leave them alone. Bury head in the sand like the proverbial ostrich.
KB, and listen to me, KB. KB, listen to me.
Yeah, man.
If the information is not false. Not a couch in my words.
I get you.
If the information about PAW is not false, by tomorrow morning, Mr. Reddick should move him.
Yeah, he's supposed to fire him. Forthwith.
Even the Honorable Tillman Thomas would have fired him.
Man, Tilo used to fire people for letterhead. Letterhead. You go in a meeting,
So, KB,
he fire you.
KB, you happen to be a good friend of Tillman. Give us some insight into a situation like that if he confront Tillman.
No, Tillman, he fire them. Tillman can hear woe, he can hear back. He fire them. Food to eat. Because Tillman raised the bar high. Remember, he fired the Attorney General for using a letterhead, government letterhead, you know. Remember, he fired Joe Gilbert because a letter was found in his desk. You know. Remember, he fired Fullerton. Remember, he fired Church for attending a meeting he's not supposed to attend, you know. Now, in NDC, with that kind of ramgoat transaction that will embarrass the entire party and the entire country, Deacon Mitchell have to act. He cannot bury his head in the sand like the proverbial ostrich and pretend nothing unusual taking place. No. Took place. He have to act.
Yes, let's go, KB.
Yeah, man.
Now, the reason for laws is to protect our general safety and to ensure
Yes.
our rights as citizens against abuses by other people, organization, and the government.
Correct?
That should be the reason for law.
For laws.
What is the reason for this legislation is the question. This ram good. And watch, KB, a legislation of that, why you coming in night like Nicodemus?
People don't know about this thing yet, you know, Mr. Carl.
You know from the 19th of July 2022, the closing on marketing, but yet still, you go all up and down the country, say you having consultation. So why you didn't have consultation
for this one?
in this one?
You so correct.
Purpose of laws
Is to protect.
is to establish standards.
Yeah, man.
The law is a guard spot for morally accepted behavior by the society. Maintaining order. This is an offshoot of things. So what this legislation, what order it has to maintain? What guard it giving citizens against abuse? So we seen something where the government could abuse the citizens by this legislation, okay?
They could use it for political purpose. To stifle.
Because, listen, and here what they're doing, the powers given to the commission by this legislation go law enforcement power. Listen where I'm going with this thing,
Yeah.
Because when we come here, we don't come to play.
I know.
We come here for deep sea dive. One, you give law enforcement power to the commission.
Yes.
Two, you done weaponizing FIU.
Yes.
And then you have the RGPF. So three different set of people with law enforcement power. You realize you're going on in the country? Like three different police forces. KB, that a good thing. KB, because the legislation provide for the commissioner to do their own thing, like our own force for this hell. Then you're taking out all the police in FIU and putting civilian and they have law enforcement powers. And then you have the RGPF. And what you're doing to the RGPF presently is no sounding good. Because information is out that men in your detail could be promoted from constable to sergeant. Like problem.
Yeah.
So maybe it might be they realize the promotion will cause problem in the force. So they hedging on the two other force. The one under this legislation and the FIO. So they're creating two forces loyal to them. Because he go appoint people on the commission. Mm-hmm. He causing who he wants to be in FIO. Mm-hmm. So you having two police forces already. Plus the RGPF. KB, this thing smells stink.
How could I get redress if they come and they open my phone
Then,
and
KB.
they scandalize me?
The Constitution, how these things stand up against the Constitution? KB. If one really delve into sections 33 and 45 KB, people should get their hands on this thing and read sections 33 and 45 and satisfy yourself that this thing is not songing or reading proper. But KB, what is instructive here to understand? We already have an Electronic Crimes Act. So if you feel to deal with data, there are certain deficiencies
I'd do it.
in that act, fix it.
Fix it. Why
But you want to create
a new
a little police force
Yeah.
because you are appointing the commissioners. The one who pays the piper call the tune. So you go direct them who to choose as officers. And you will direct them who your political opponents is to go after.
Of course, yes.
Because you're having one little police force under this legislation. You're having one you're preparing and you're weaponizing in FIU. You're giving the commissioner of police real hell.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, school children say maybe that would make him get sick. I don't know. That was school children say. But I tell him,
Why this panic?
I don't know. So they don't want us to talk about GDP giving 2 point something million. They don't want us to talk about PAW 92 and checks and all that. They don't want us to talk about that, KB.
No, man.
That's the reason for this legislation. So they could walk inside there was a Sunday, was me an Igwe and you don't think.
Yeah, man.
And come and confiscate things.
Yeah, you under sanction. Need to.
Yeah.
And the West.
And they won't use the RGPF. They go use the little police force in FIU or the one in the legislation, KB.
Yeah, man.
KB, why you didn't have, if that law was so important, and I went through reasons for laws and so on. So, if that law was so important and you found deficiencies in the Electronic Crimes Act,
Yeah.
why didn't you have consultation? Go to civil society and say, the Electronic Crimes Act, go on. And KB,
Or the Bar Association.
and KB, just to know, that law was one tried in England and they had to fix it after a while.
Yeah.
So when we come in and talk, we don't just come in and talk who we support color. That has nothing to do with color.
No.
That is the right. So why you didn't go to civil society and say, watch, there are certain deficiencies in the Electronic Crimes Act we want to fix it. Why didn't you go to the police and say,
Yeah.
Electronic Act, he has some loopholes and with the advancing station and the nation and everything constant, changes something constant, we want to fix it. Why you didn't check the Bar Association?
Yeah.
Because the legal advisor to the Cabinet of Grenada, Senator Claudia Joseph, do good.
No.
Because if she could agree what happened in Carrick with no problem, she do good.
And the way she handled the labor
And she last press conference, she proved to us she is not a good fit for the office.
No.
So if it's that lady you taking advice from, son done.
Diplomacy nil.
Why didn't check the Bar Association?
Diplomacy 0-0.
Why didn't speak to Anselm Clouden? Or Carrington Hudo?
Dr. Alexis.
Or Derek Sylvester?
Get some good legal advice.
Why you didn't go to the church? You could have talked to Dave King and Sanford Simon and Jimmy Bristol. You could have talked to them too. So why? My question, why did you not have consultation with man of God? But you could have even speak to Mr. Integrity Tillman Thomas soon.
Yeah.
Because he's a lawyer.
But what they want with people.
He's a man who has been around long.
But
He
what?
gone through all about KB. Here the caveat. Here what going on now. Now when in COVID time, the NLP want to bring legislation to save people's life, the National Democratic Congress, and next time I come back here, I go have a clip with the present Attorney General talking, The National Democratic Congress going about all the country and telling people they will come and take your computer and your phone and thing. You remember that?
Yeah.
But fast forward, June 23rd happened. And all of a sudden, no problem to take people's phone and computer now.
But what they want people phone for?
When to save life. The COVID laws, they jump up, they encourage people to play mass.
They jab.
They sing and dance, they play jab, they don't whine, they don't juke. All kind of things happen. And some of them they suck in Tete.
No.
And the same thing that they going about the country saying they go come and invade your privacy.
No, they come like Nicodemus in the night with that law. With that
What
legislation.
is the reason or what are the deficiencies in the Electronic Crimes Act, KB, that you want to fix? It's okay.
Yeah.
KB, I'm not against if you want to fix. Okay, but here's that. It talks a lot about Commissioner for Crime, and I will throw that out here. Because I'm being fair here. Now, you have information. I'll give you a scenario. Okay?
Yeah.
You have information where somebody set up a bomb Igwe somewhere. And it could kill a lot of people. And you have information that Igwe had the password on the phone. Something like that I could understand.
Yeah.
So you get to come and
Yeah.
But you don't go in the Igwe phone.
Yeah.
No.
Because you have immunity against prosecution.
Yeah.
So you could go search Igwe phone. Igwe have 5 other girls. You know Igwe. You know the girls of them. What's stopping you from blackmailing Igwe? Because you don't have no consequences. And you could do that because
He
you're
can't sue
not
nobody.
liable.
Yes.
Igwe can't sue nobody.
Igwe can take you to no task. And you could make Igwe have a rotten life. All the girls could think they could poison him, chew hot water and thing on.
No concubine Igwe, boy.
No,
You get to know.
like I tell you, if it's a case like you know, well, a lot of people go dead. And you could see why, you could think that isolated cases. So, what I'm saying in the legislation, they could have put like isolated cases, you know?
Yeah.
And another thing they do, KB, they put a lot of words and they do put the interpretation or the meaning. KB, that problem when you're drafting legislation. Because what you have happening, the interpretation could be different. KB, the interpretation could be different when you do explain the thing. So when you put in words in the schedule, you have to explain what you mean by that. Because when you leave it open to interpretation, one court could say so, and next court could say so, and that's what used to happen long ago. That's why, and this present prime minister ought to know. That's why the judges' rules was burning. Because in one court they censor you for it, the next court say I don't see no problem with that. So they have to bring a set of rules to govern the thing. So in that case, no. You just cannot give somebody a blanket. KB, although for argument's sake, if the commission taking up a particular work like that based on the magnitude, you expect to give them some cover.
Yeah.
But you don't break them above the line, don't make them no little guard.
No. Give them some
Anytime you
cover.
make black man little guard, it's problem.
Where you could.
Because the one who is prime minister now, he's not a little guard yet. And watch what he doing in Grenada. So when you make them little guard, KB, the one what is prime minister now is not a little guard. And watch what he doing. So when you give power to these people and make them little papa guard, what happening? Nothing can happen to them. All who they like, they just go after them.
This thing is so dangerous.
They just go after them with no apology.
No guardrail. So I can sue them if
There's nothing can happen to them.
If you say they blackmail me, they go into my phone, they look at my private conversation, and they blackmail me, I cannot take them to court. That's crazy. How you could give them immunity? How could you give them immunity?
KB, this thing is problem.
This thing is
But
crazy.
KB, I tell you what is mind-boggling. When COVID was around, to put legislation in place to save people's life,
They oppose it.
the National Democratic Congress oppose it.
Yeah.
And I want them to do that.
They oppose it. No, they want to go into your phone.
Igwe, when was to save people life? And they bring in legislation because people was infected and during that time and they hiding, they don't want people know. And you have to find a way of thinking the thing. Like I tell you, the same analogy I give you. If you could prevent persons from dying and Igwe had the information, you have to try to get it. But you don't just give a man a blanket and say you can do no wrong.
You crazy?
Just go and do what you want to do. Because you have no consequence to your action.
Go into the phone. Do what you want.
So I have my lady, and I may have a little concubine because I might want to have a little harem.
They go into the phone.
Next thing, I go home, woman mouth long like Piccolo, vex with me. All my information all they braps. Because this government don't have a good track record of people information.
No.
The Chinese give them some gift and wine, they put it up. But they don't put in up the gold-plated shovel.
No.
You seen the cohorts and disciples have people's salaries, contract, all the diplomats' name as they win election. So they don't have a good track record with people information.
Can't trust.
They have a print media. Everything will happen in the RGPF you seen it. These people don't have
They're not responsible.
a responsible way in handling people's information. Because we could only deal with what we know. They're not giving some immunity, but those who you're giving immunity, you are deciding who they are. You see how the thing is? You alone, you and you alone determine who the commission is. The commission thing, the agents. But it's you. Circumstantial evidence. And Mr. Prime Minister, you know about circumstantial evidence? You could point it to where you want.
Yeah, man.
It's like a rope. The most strands you have is stronger. It's like a stick. You could throw it down to the direction you want it to go.
But Massacre, why the hurry? Tuesday is the first reading.
But why not consult with the Bar Association? Because I speak to some people in the Bar Association about it, and everybody watching on the ground like the money lose, they don't know about it. Civil society. And you know some people are not hearing now? The Sandra Fergusons and them are not hearing them.
Oh, yes.
The watchdogs are not hearing them.
Yeah, man.
The critical thinkers are not hearing them.
Bezinski.
Them bright people and them are not hearing them.
I want them going the phone.
All of a sudden,
I want them going to the phone.
all of a sudden, cat eat their tongue.
But
when was to save people life during COVID, oh, they go come and take your phone, they go come and take your computer. That was the uproar. But not to no fault of anybody. And if they don't like you and they feel you're saying something, just suspect you and come and search you and take your thing.
Take your
and
phone.
dig into the
And
information.
go into your phone.
And there is nothing stopping them from searching all the contents of your phone. So you're not safe no more.
They come by Igwe and they say they want the password. Igwe say no.
They are crime. Igwe could have to pay $50,000 and go in a year in jail.
$50,000 if they come for the password and you say no.
How this thing could be right?
What kind of law are these people passing by?
But what I'm saying, KB, if there was deficiencies, no one is a law-abiding citizen. If there was deficiencies in the Electronic Crimes Act, need to fix. I agree. I'm for that.
Of course,
fix
yes.
it. But why are you bringing a new legislation to deal with data which is comes still under that? KB. And one thing, in many advanced countries, there is a legislation called the whistleblowers legislation. Let me tell you what whistleblowers are. Whistleblowers prevent corruption. They protect people against corruption because they're the people who may have information.
Yeah.
When corruption goes on, they want to give it out. But you have to have provision. But that last saying, kill them. Because if you give information, because you have to leave your phone outside when you're going in meeting.
Yeah.
They want you to sign all kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think it's the public service who have to do that on them.
Yeah.
But no, because them is little Jesus. They could do what they want.
So if you forget your password, that will land you in jail? If you forget your password, they come for your phone and they ask you to open the phone. You forget your password. What is the penalty, MasterCard?
But that's serious attack on freedom of speech.
What is the penalty for forgetting
But I
your
think
password?
they say some $50,000 1 year in the pen.
For forgetting your password?
Well, if you don't cooperate in, and the minister deem the thing is a crime, because the minister will deem it is a crime. Can be this thing.
People don't know how food to eat already. What is people? People don't know how food to eat. They can't pay their bills. What you put in this
because listen, KB, the problem is that
only people again for.
And I had to go back to the book. For all have seen and come shot. ALL. But you're giving some people here some power. So even though they come shot, no redress against them. How that could be right?
So what is the bill they really want to pass, MasterCard? What is the name of the bill and what is the purpose of the bill?
Well, we don't know, KB. That's why we're asking the question. If we know, we don't asking. The data protection bill.
The data
Who they
protection
protecting
bill.
what? Who they protecting?
What data they want to protect?
I don't know who guarding the guards.
The
You
da-
unleashing some people on
The
the
data
gradient
protection
populace.
bill. The first reading is Tuesday. That's a Nicodemus position. Why they crawl into the night and just want to pass that bill so fast?
But when you want to close down marketing board, you go all about.
You go and hold consultation.
You go Carrico, you go Grenville, you go all about, you go Guelph. No a be like that. Where you're giving immunity to people. You don't
Chat.
want the public to discuss it. How come I don't go in school now and stand up by school children and discuss the bill with them? But now they go and take out picture all the time. I forget them now.
Go in National College. Go
Yeah.
in HGU. Go
We'll send them secondary.
school.
Don't wait until the town hall. Go since morning.
Every child have a phone these days, you know. Every child have a phone these days. You understand? What you go do? You go and arrest them little
KB, the
children.
power of the minister is just too much to legislate. The power given to the minister is like you making him a little guard. And that is a problem because all have seen and come shot. And them don't have a track record. Let's take the first colleague.
Let's take the one on the WhatsApp.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
And how are you?
Fine.
Yes. I'm a first-time caller.
Okay.
Right? No, I should understand by now what is really taking place in the country. Everything is going. That's the same bill when Keith Mitchell was trying to let us sign how again they call it? The referendum. And they told us, NDC told us, do not go and sign, do not go and vote. So that they take not from the bill that they inside there now and put it on us. That is what happening there. So we had to have common sense and to vote to get rid of them only. But we didn't do that. We vote for them inside there and put them inside there.
Now that we know, we have to be ready anytime they call it to vote them out.
Yeah, we have to vote them out.
All right, caller, thank you.
But Master Carl,
Hey,
listen to me. Hey, I want my bills in the post office. We don't have nobody to collect bills for us.
which place you calling from? Which post office?
From Latas.
So, no man,
From Latas.
no,
You sit on there.
Miss
there?
Gart does give out mails or
No, Missy is not there.
I don't know that.
She's in the
No,
ministry.
she don't go away, man. A person boss the audience here, man.
Eh?
A person boss the audience here. She don't go. She did.
Yes, because my cousin said I like a post that for me for my birthday. I don't know if I can get it.
I will go look into it.
They're saying sort of say, yeah, all right, thank you.
Okay, take care. I don't understand that she say in Latas post office she don't get mails that are good. But I see the post mystery thing. I don't know. I find I see her passing and thing.
Anyhow.
KB.
44201.
KB, listen.
Yes.
Listen, KB.
Yeah.
Listen about the care one. Now, the Grenada 2D, the new 2D, have a, color just a minute. The new 2D have a thing where they say Randy Carnot and Vanny Cohen was appointed to ACP. Now everybody's saying that is not true. Isn't that a leak? And they're talking about leak.
Yeah. There's a big leak.
WikiLeaks? Good day, caller.
Hello.
Good day, caller.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hey, bro.
How you do?
How you doing?
Hi there. How much months now that election have now?
You don't reach a year yet.
You don't reach a year yet. And they start with this already. Well, all we have to do now, we have to go out on the street, demonstrate all over the place. This little boy and the matter come out here. This little boy can come and rule big people, man. You mad? No, I can't take on that. I can't take on that in my old age. Now, alright, I will get back young, you know.
Yeah, do that.
Alright.
All right, take care of the best. 442
01.
0175.
Hello.
Hello.
You take it.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, how you doing?
Good afternoon.
Good
You're
afternoon.
too close to your radio.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon. Go right ahead. Hearing you.
This is my first time
You,
calling.
yeah,
on
you're
the
close.
radio
You're too
station.
close to the radio. Close the radio
And listen to your phone.
and listen us on your phone.
Okay, hello again.
All right, we're hearing you now.
Yes, this is my first time calling. Good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon.
I called because of something I heard about 2 or 3 weeks ago on Ride Along. Yeah? I hear this thing was going all over that the minister borrows money and what and what. And when I heard somebody send it in his inbox, and he was so mad and angry that he do all his research and thing and nothing so don't happen. I hear about 2 weeks ago the journalist was interviewing the present chairman for the NDC. And she says to him, did you hear about the talk going around that the ministers borrow money and what and what and what? And he said yes. And she said they have it like it's not true, but she said yes, the minister borrows money. So where are we going? Huh? We don't know in the children what is going on. Are you coming there now to educate us and let us know what is going on? And rather than just have this thing getting on and saying it's not true, not because you're a part of the NDC, but if something is not wrong, it's wrong. Yeah? So how you want us to go forward? Listen to me. Something's going to happen here in Grenada. We have to be very, very, very careful about these things that I'm hearing there. We have to be very, very, very careful. The first NDC, the second NDC will die the worst NDC. What are we doing? The ministers and them, I don't know. They're not speaking. Their position, I don't know what's going on with them. I they lock them out. I don't know what they do with their position. And them. We're hearing nothing. Then people just going in and going in and going, all kind of different things. They need to come out there. They cannot rule. They cannot take care. Come out and who could rule it, let them go on and do what they're supposed to do. You say, as soon as you reach in, soon as you reach, you is going to build 5 houses in all district and swimming pool. What? You say as soon is today, tomorrow, and the day before, it's as soon. What you stand they still tell you all kind of things, they just will give them a time and give them a chance. They're not raffling. They're going to rule the country. I hear one guy said that cocoa is raining now and nutmeg, and the people in the month lose the 150. They go and pick up cocoa and nutmeg. I mean, come on, no respect for nobody now in Grenada. I step up to put somewhere. Thank you very much for accepting my call.
Yeah, you're welcome. You could call her again.
Caller, do you remember how they was back then? Right now, they was out 100 times.
442 0175. Hello? Hello?
An NDC government will put an end to contract workers in the public service as soon as it takes office.
Really?
There is no need for a parallel public service in Grenada. all workers will be given permanent status.
Affirmative.
Okay.
Hello.
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 Hi, Carl.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm okay.
How the weather treating
Carl, I
you?
have. Boy, it's cold.
Okay.
So, you know,
All right.
it's always cold around this time here.
All right.
But I have some observation, you know, that on a particular program, certain person said that 20 years there was no promotion in the police force, and I am friends with I would call his name Cohen, and he was Inspector Cohen. Now he is whatever. How did he come from inspector to assistant commissioner or whatever? If he didn't have he been to ASP, then superintendent. So why did he say there was no promotion? That's a lie. So he misleading the public. The other thing I have to say, for years they've been alleging that Kate Mitchell worked in Obia. Now the NDC worked Nico Nancy, because Nico Nancy is dealing with the dead. And they had a candlelight and invoked the spirit of Maurice Bishop. That's Nico Nancy. Where is the church right now to say, well, you know, Nico Nancy is being done in the country? They allege they never think it Mitchell walk over here, but they saw what the NDC did. I'm not hearing the church coming out and saying anything. If one stick is good for the goose, it's also good for the gander. You cannot have one stick where you measure a party and then the next stick with the other party, you measure with a different stick. The same thing. God is not a God of an NMP or NDC. Sin is sin in front of his eyes. So if Kit was walking over and he's sin, they do Nico Nancy and he's sin as well. So come out and speak out against it. Then the other thing is, why is people quiet? I mean, I heard it on your program, but why the general public is quiet about this bill they want to pass on Tuesday to take away the rights and the freedom of people? I can't understand that. I mean, tell me what's going on. We are not a people to just sit down and take things like that. What is going on? We become so comfortable. My son told me that Irish Spring soap is $5. A degree roll-on is almost $20. Can you imagine that? We used to pay $1.10 for Irish Spring. Now it's $5. No one is saying nothing. The people not even substituting for the previous government used to substitute and subsidize the cost of things for the poor people. They're not doing anything, and I'm not seeing the people who are supposed to be coming up when the previous administration was in power. They were bashing them. Where are these people now? Why are they silent? This is what I want to say today. I need some answers. Thank you.
Thanks for your contribution.
I could say the press lost the tongue, so nothing we could do about it.
And thank you very much to the first-time callers. We
All the
appreciate
first-time
it.
callers.
The number to call?
Number to call, 442-0175. Call and ventilate.
Blow the fuse.
Give your views. Don't forget your password, Ricky, while you're in trouble.
What?
Can't forget your password. What
man.
kind of bill
You don't know
is
again
that?
get.
No.
Yes.
Drive.
Here go, KB. So these are the questions you have to ask. What is the rush? What's the rush skinny?
What's the Ruskini?
Yeah, let's go.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to Master Carl
Hey,
and
comes.
good afternoon to Kevin.
Shantimel,
And
madam.
good afternoon to the Grenadian people in this little sweet country of ours and home Grenada and home and abroad. All who's listening while walk. All over the world is listening. And to the last lady, good afternoon, ma'am. Thanks for calling in and all the first-time callers today. Thank you. Hey, your voice is Grenada is your Grenada, that's your home. Anybody you have to ask. The last lady that speaking, you have to ask the Prime Minister. Why you want to take away our freedom? Why you want his demand that we are let them people come out and ask him, Mr. Minister, Prime Minister, Mr. Deacon, why you want to take away Miss Community right to speak? Hey, that will not happen. King Jesus, that will not happen. I'm a believer in my God I serve that wake me up this morning and have me speaking here now. Something wrong with y'all, you know. Or they have to go. Do you know they're calling you in Grenada? A handful of bad corn calling you baby Jesus, you know. A that name. Hey, Grenada. Something wrong. Grenada smelling as a dead rat you have in your house and you're looking all over. You're getting that scent, but you can't find the dead rat. All this, I ain't bright. I ain't go to school. I get me education on the street. You all are going all university, you know. All you are going all university. Right? All you that know, all you that bright. But my king go deal with you all you. But if you smoke a little piece of weed, you might make all you think different. How to run this country and how you cannot do the job. I can be a secretary because I can't do the job. Hey, have a good evening and listening, and it's wonderful program this evening, Mr. Bilway and KB and Master Carl. Education for the people.
All right, Cam.
Education for the people. Have a good evening.
Okay.
Igwe, school children asked me a question here. I could ask it?
Yeah, go on.
They asked, how was the New Today able to report details of a high-level meeting in the botanical gardens between the PM and the COP? And they talking about leak.
Who leak? They had to get into that police phone too? Whoever leak it?
If the Prime Minister and the COP had a meeting in the botanical gardens, and you're seeing the contents of the meeting on the New Today, what are you talking about? So don't tell me what leak because I got stung near to Mona. Nobody can tell me what
So they want to pass this bill to prevent such leak?
I don't know, KB. Because they don't tell us, so we don't know. You see, if they just tell us, we don't have to speculate, we just have to understand what they're saying.
442-0175.
And what's on the police force? You want to call? Let's take it. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, good afternoon, brethren.
Good afternoon.
Master Carl.
Me there.
Yes. Listen, KB, what's up, man?
Good.
Yeah, okay. The question I want to ask, upon let's say that legislation, those new legislation that the Prime Minister and his cabinet or government is setting up, then what is going to happen to the section of the Constitution of Grenada that speaks to the freedom and rights of the people of the state of Grenada? Secondly, Carl, what's about the judge's rule? We've had 7 rules of the judge, right? Isn't it 7?
Yeah, the judge's rule, yeah.
Right, upon the suspicion of someone committing a crime, etc.
Yeah.
Would that be null and void? Would that be out?
Because if you check, even in the same rules, you say when you shall caution or cause that person to be cautioned, so that you tell the person don't say nothing, but you say the person don't say nothing, they could go in the pen.
Yes, we're taking it against you.
But I don't know how that law goes stack up against the Constitution, eh?
Well, that is what
that left to be seen.
What we need to know. We need to trot that line. We want to know all of that. What is going to happen? But the thing about it is that having considered the modus operandi of the NDC government, regardless of 2000 and when this one is the same operation.
The worst now.
They operate the same, right? And there is just to muzzle people that they would not talk because, taken into this, the aspect of this whole thing is that there's something, I suspect that something that they're digging up or they're digging after, they're searching for some gold mine somewhere. They're searching for something. But you know what? Let's wait and see.
Well,
have a good evening.
All right. Thank you for calling.
We have a next one on the WhatsApp waiting a while. Oh, he's gone. He was waiting for a while.
442-0175. They call on the WhatsApp. You could call back.
All right, one on the landline.
Hello? Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing, Chief?
The new chairman of the board, what is his position with that thing that going on there?
Chairman of which board?
NDC board.
There is Qualis.
Yeah.
Qualis is the chairman of the party, yeah?
Huh?
Qualis is Sylvester Qualis is the chairman of the party.
Yeah, so he's supposed to know what's going on.
I don't know if Qualis make any statement.
But I hope with all the guns they bring in, I hope they bring shield for their body too. That's all I have to say.
All right, just make sure you remember your password for your phone. All right. 442-0175. The number to call.
Yeah.
Why sad loss with this baggage now? Why take a Nicodemus position and crawling in the dead of night and try to
make sure
force this bill down what throat?
Huh? Don't save number, delete.
Why force this bill on us in the dead at night?
Igwe, I've been trying this role for the longest while. And I'm afraid to put my shoulder to the wheel. So I want to rob and kill and steal. That doesn't profit of our next man's toil.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon. KB, I come back in there to remind you something. I remember, KB, in the revolution time, they used to have people say, for instance, I living in Buchejo, I don't have to afraid to say that, Grenada no. And you have a tree around. They used to put the members on a tree all hour in the night watching you. This is a fact.
Yeah.
I could prove that to the Grenadian people.
Yeah.
They used to send people to stand tree in the night to watch to see who coming in your house and who going out. And right now, KB, in Grenada, they're doing the same thing. You have some certain people in this country. They're in a van, park up around where you live in, and they're sleeping inside of the sleeping you. You understand what I'm saying? This is a fact, KB. You understand? And I don't understand. With the pressure we're going through in Grenada, you can't go in the supermarket with $100 to come up with some good groceries to take for you and your children. KB and Massacre lie on the ground, and poor people in this country suffering. Children, they don't have the money. The parents might give them the money to pay the bus. But when they feel hungry and thirsty, they buy a little juice for $1. And they cannot go home one evening. Yeah, thank God he has people like me and others who have seen some children in this country. And nobody saying nothing. And the NDC supporters that vote them in power, suffering, they're afraid to speak. Whatever they have to do, they're going to do it anyhow. Because a lot going on to work tomorrow and they don't know if they're going to make a day work. Under your own party that they all vote for.
Why
you hear what the man saying in his speech? Have a good evening.
Come
I want nobody get me upset this evening.
No. Come listen.
Because
I really going to play like a shot in Kareku. She's one of them. When she come back, they make her go in.
You understand what's going on? Grenadians suffering. You don't hearing? No women.
They born with their mouth
closed.
closed.
Some of the names that you call this afternoon on that program. When things for land, they're fighting for land in the lagoon, nobody hears. You don't hearing the voice. You're not hearing somebody, the people that always used to be an NNP back, journalists, the women groups that used to march.
NGOs.
You don't hearing nobody saying nothing.
Gino. Sandra Ferguson.
Nothing. Watch, all you can do, Miss Camille, TV just got nothing. And y'all want to take away with freedom. Take away all what we hearing what's going on with y'all. So when you pass something, but it's not happening in Jesus' name, King Jesus.
Amen.
It's not happening. Because God going to expose y'all. Trust me.
They're on trial, but they're failing miserably.
They will fail. King Jesus is in charge.
So
nothing I could do me and touch me and my family.
So can you say
send me a phone for me, Master Carl, before I go.
I want you to put your password as NDC must go.
I don't know about
Remember
that.
your passwords, Kami.
But my son sent a phone to keep in touch with his mother.
Put the password NDC must go.
And are you not taking notes now? When are you come and tell all you naked are coming out for y'all? And I need my phone now. You can't touch nothing. God is in charge. Master Carl,
yes.
I'm listening to the program.
Very,
very, very good program this afternoon. I know.
Yes.
You all touch the hearts of some people all over the country. Even millions abroad.
Okay.
Take care of the best.
Okay. Igwe, so you say everybody should change their password to NDC must go. No, but I see
remember your password, because if they suspect or they accuse you for any crime and they want to have access to your phone.
Somebody just mentioned a good friend, Qualis. But like Qualis has some fire to put out with chairman of board and thing too.
He's chairman of the
stationaries man what had the furniture contract for Lotto and gravel and concrete. Qualis had to deal with that too.
Yeah, but he
not only Ron and them have to deal with that.
You see, this is an embarrassment. If you is a member of the board, you should not bid in for contract.
KB, you forget what I read to the and is that?
When you member of the board, you
and
should not bid in for contract. It shouldn't be that. Because you will have access, to what people bid in.
They put a whole man in cess. The senator from Victoria, again, which is a flagrant violation of the Constitution of Grenada. And they didn't care. So that a person being on the board and having a contract for furniture, that's a small thing. That's small plans compared to the plans what they had for CES. And CES, the person what they end up running it is the same person what is the chairman of the board in GDB. The same person what is the treasurer at NDC. You see mayors?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Should never happen. Boy, sometimes I have to write down.
So KB, from today we go call the bill the Freedom of Information Suppression Bill. That's how we go call the bill. The one they want to bring in the night like Nicodemus. The Freedom of Information Suppression Bill. Because they mean no good Igwe.
No, you just imagine.
Igwe, let me take a break and come back.
You ever call?
No.
Okay.
You asking me what is wrong with Trinidad? You can't understand why things go on so bad. You find we so rich in human resources, and yet the country going to pieces. Well, let me tell you, my friend, where we went wrong. After Eric Williams' old car breakdown, we called the engineer, we ordered the next car and installed a new driver. With 33 passengers from the party, we gave him a maxi taxi, fitted with my wheels, tape deck, computer, air conditioned 8 cylinder. With posh new fittings, this maxi car I love. There's driver cannot drive. Well, of the 33 chosen passengers, Ramnat, Pandey, Humphrey and Sudama, they wouldn't let the poor driver drive in peace. They distracting him and wouldn't cease. While he driving, they hitting him some big cloud. So he stopped the maxi and put them out. And to discuss their fate, they went to drink us straight by a clock called 88. The driver called his sweet mouth friend Flash Gordon to give him some driving lessons. Flash appointed himself as the conductor, pushing around that passenger. Meanwhile the car running bout helter-skelter, pedestrians started to scatter. Ellis Clark had to jump and run to stay alive. He says the new driver cannot drive.
So don't worry your head too much about
empty treasury.
Empty treasury. Empty treasury. We in the NDC, we have the exposure. We have had the exposure. Good? And we know what to do to find money, to look after the needs of our people. And as I have the mic, let me say, as we go around the country and we speak to our people, that's a topic that they always say to us, we go pay salary late and we don't know how to run a country. Tell them that we say we know how to run a country and tell them that we wouldn't pay salary late. All right? Tell them that affirmatively. We're not going to pay salary late and we know how to run a country.
Oh, you go drive.
KB, I want you to tell your good friend, Mr. Lennox Andrew, that they don't know how to run a country and they pay salary late. Tell him Master Carl say that when you see him. See what Master Carl say, all you don't know how to run the country. And all you paying salary late and in some cases where you don't pay it. And that is the crux of the matter, and that is the government we have, KB. We have a government here that don't care about the people. Because a lot of them drink the transformational juice and they get intoxicated, KB. KB, and when you're intoxicated, you're drunk. You're starting to hallucinate. You're saying things what you don't see. And then you misdirection, you're living in sorters, you're taking bus and going government. And that what happening to this government. The transformational juice intoxicate them, so they hallucinating. So they're selling what is not theirs. The hallucination and misdirection. Let's take the colleague. Good afternoon.
Last thing.
We lose it? Mm-hmm. And KB, that is serious business, you know, KB.
So that transformation agenda is a result of high cost of living and high inflation? That is the result? That is the body transforming?
Because them and them say, they would have, the freight don't do nothing.
No.
The best budget, it don't do nothing. They make people go. The kind of money you so have circulating in the economy, because they make over 1,000 people go. You don't have that money now.
What they
all
transform?
little people ball.
Masakal, what is it they transform?
They transform the life to be worse. They make things worse. Because the Prime Minister admitted in his New Year's address that the cost of living is worse. He admitted that. Nobody didn't hold a gun to
You don't have to
hear
tell
him.
nobody. Everybody know that. You don't have to say that.
But yet still, after he say cost of living was, he make more people go. He take the 150 from poor people. And they say now go under cocoa and walk in Nutmeg and so on.
And take the
like they feel people stupid.
They can increase for themselves.
KB, they may have a serious assault on the Royal Grenadier Police Force, and I also wonder why. But recognizing they're making some other like a police force all about, they feel they could mash up the RGPF. Hear what they're doing, KB. Up to now, the Prime Minister don't treat with pay and grade because he don't understand it. And right now, he mouth short, he mouth zip, he can't talk about it again. Right. Go and meet with the police and them and tell them about pay and grade and fixing police station. Salary negotiation, they offer them 2% degree.
Who they really want to muzzle? Who these people really want to muzzle? Who they really aiming at? Who they want to
You have some friends among them like Sylvester Quality, and when you meet them, ask them.
Yeah, but I'm an NDC friend, but I don't know if they go answer that question. Who and what they want to muzzle? Why they targeting people's phone?
So when the chairman of Lotto board and member of the Gravel and Concrete board took bid to supply both entities with new furnitures, corruption?
Yes.
So they don't want us to talk about that time on KB. So they feel if you have that information on with phone and computer, they want to come and take it.
Why? Exactly why?
Because they don't want us to tell people that.
Why a member of the board have to bid for contract? When he will have access to all the bidding.
And they see down your good friend Quality and see down they complicit in this thing. When you see him KB, you must talk to him. He's an elder statesman. Let him talk some sense into the people and don't join them with that.
As I meet him, I asking him about Rand Red and them. As I meet him. Sylvester.
You don't hear nothing about the state of crime in the country. Man holding man with gun and take the gold chain, you don't hear anything about that. A set of vehicle, I seen some accident not only in Hollywood, you used to see that time before.
That's true.
Because they call along the spirit of the dead. You understand? Igwe?
The dead at night.
Necromancy, Igwe, is the supposed practice of communicating with the dead, especially in order to predict the future. Igwe, we're dealing in serious time. To use a phrase from you, the thing grimy, and we cannot sit idly by Kennedy.
Yeah, but what making them uncomfortable? They have to pass this bill.
Well, Kibi, they don't want people know. Understand this, know this. They don't want people know. It's like they want to be confident. They want their supporters to say, you lie. That's what they want the supporters to say. They don't want people to know.
Watch. Grenadier wouldn't take that bill lying down. They wouldn't take it sitting down. They wouldn't take it standing up. And they wouldn't take it at all. Because Grenadier not in a custom with government so intrusive in their lives. Interfering in their personal business, getting into their phone to access conversation. There is a red line, that red line. You can't cross that red line. Why you want to pass bill to have access to information in people's phone? You cannot equate it with getting a warrant to search somebody's house. Now you want warrant to search people's phone. You cannot equate that. That's different. Phone is different from house.
But Kibi, one wants to save people's lives in COVID. The environmentalists and the watchdog, they make a lot of noise.
Police come in your house every day.
I send some information if you want you to act on it for me.
You don't get nothing.
Eh?
You loading.
Yeah.
You say, come into my house and search. We know we hear nothing. But your phone is different. That is all some people have their phone.
Okay, right now,
confidential conversation is on
if
that
a man
phone.
leave his phone somewhere, Even the home, a man leaving his wife or his woman home, and he leave phone home, and he didn't go out, he going back, he running back for it.
Because you want people to have access to your phone, not a private conversation you have with family business. Your own personal business. Nothing to do with any crime. Really just conversation. Conversation with your children.
Okay, with the RGPF, the artisan squad, with that squad that go about and do repairs and so on. They say right now, even the business community had nothing to do with the government unless you don't have money, they'll give you nothing on credit. They don't tell you how the thing get grimy. With this, the best budget people in. Them man them say, or 300 of them say they go leave. But they say they're looking at what the promotion will be, you know, KB. Because if the ex-commissioner do the same stupidness he do when he was commissioner with promotion, a lot, you see that exodus, you know, mass exodus of the thing. That's why you see they trying to make them order like a police force on them. Because they know.
Yeah, but when they go, is more headache for them. You know? The pension will be much more at the end of the month.
You get in there, you go?
Loading.
At the end of the month, the pension will be more. More people leave.
No, you're talking about the pension, what's about the security of the state?
That again is the worst.
I'm not talking about the pension. I'm talking about the security. We know they already bankrupt the place with the pension. And as we on pension, KB, I need to ask the Honorable Prime Minister a few questions on pension. When you made the retroactive payment, you say it was about 500 people.
Yeah.
That was the backlog retroactive. Call her just a while, because I need to ask the Prime Minister a question, because I want him to answer it Wednesday in the town hall. When you made the retroactive, you say it was 500. So from the 23rd of June to today's date, how many people have resigned from the public service added to that 500 people? Because the 500 payment was for people who live along gates. How many people have since retired and received the pension? And why there is a delay in those persons who have received the retroactive in getting a month-to-month payment? You ready, Igwe? Yeah. Let me take the call.
Hello?
Master Carl.
Hey.
I call back just to tell you something, sir. You put the people to hear.
Yes.
So the Americans that living in Grenada, some of them living here. Some are on a long vacation. People from England, Canada, Grenadians that was living abroad and they come home. And they're on a vacation, they're spending like 2, 3, 4 months. You could walk in, somebody go and tell them now, this person is an NMP, or they suspect these people. They could just walk and take these people's phone and go with it.
They say if they go before magistrate and give reasonable information, the magistrate will give them a
you have to go to a magistrate.
Are you joke with the American people? Joke with the American people. Are you getting why you coming to all you? And you don't hear them lawyers and them, Derek Sylvester, Progress, all these people and them, there's lawyers that they went to our school, and all you know what is the right thing to do? Nobody just say nothing. Good afternoon.
Go take care, Papa. All right.
To be fair to Rogers, I think he out of state.
Yeah, 442-0175, the number to call. Call and let me hear you take about the new bill legislation that will be tabled in Parliament on Tuesday. You could ask the government to delay it, hold some public consultation, hear the legal mind, different legal opinion on the bill. Take a call, 442.
No, not it.
0175. The number to call. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you go right ahead. Good afternoon.
That lady just make a comment there about the people come from abroad, England, America, etc. Right? Oh, it is good to have a policy, but a stupid policy is stupid. And that's a stupid policy. It's undemocratic. It could be challenged in the court. And I would think that the people provide the service with the phone, they should object to that as well. No government has a right to take somebody's civil right away from them under no circumstances. Mr. Deacon and his party did not, or were not elected on those terms. Elected democratically, they operate democratically. We are not living in a dictatorship. If they go down that road, I mean, they know the history, and they don't want to think about it. It's detrimental to all of them.
All right,
Hello?
thank you.
Yes, Connor.
Yeah.
And we have to keep them honest, as they say, boots on the ground. We have to hold the boots on the ground.
I agree.
And hold the boots to the fire and say, the gradient public expect more and better from all you.
Because they're behaving like dictators.
No, they want to be
Canadian would
dictators. They
not
might read our two books.
Submit to dictatorship.
What I believe is they read our two books about Maurice and them, and they just feel like this is what they could do.
Hey, he won't work. Deja vu all
It
over
not work.
Please. We are living in a time of global marketing. We are living in a time of global communications. You can't do that shit and get away with it. Are you crazy? And Grenadians are not stupid now. Please. Mr. Deacon, don't even consider the fact it would not work. My view.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, take care. You gotta get, we don't get it, Igwe?
Yeah, ready for you?
Give me.
Put on your flashlight. Today is the 29th of May. And on the 29th of May, in 1944, one of Grenada's greatest heroes was born. Kill the Huns, kill the Huns, kill the Huns. I want you to stand with me, P.T. Martinique, Carriacou, and Grenada. Put on your flashlights.
Don't.
As we observe 1 minute of silence to one of our heroes. On the 29th of May, 1944, God gave to us Maurice Bishop. On the 29th of May, 1944, God gave to us Maurice Bishop. He made the ultimate sacrifice for the people. He made the ultimate sacrifice for the people of P.T. Martinique, Carriacou, and Grenada by laying down his life for us. And so it's only fitting, Maurice. It is only fitting that wherever you are, watching down upon us, that we let you know that, Maurice, we love you. That, Maurice, we missed you. Maurice, we miss our hero. And we wish you were wrong today because you would be 78 years old. And you would be proud to know that once more, the young men and women, the senior citizens, the churchgoers, the prayer warriors, the labor unions, the youth, the fishermen, the market vendors, the farmers.
Necromancy, the supposed practice of communicating with the dead, especially in order to predict the future. King Saul did that with Solomon, and Israel catch their NNKV. Now, the present Prime Minister tried that, and we catch him with NN.
Yeah, man.
And he mentioned the prayer warriors, you know. So I wonder if King and Simon and them didn't hear that. Yeah, I wonder. Let me take that call.
Hello.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Let me say something. Give me 3 minutes. The time is coming when these individuals who take joy in making others suffer will get a dose of their own medicine, but so concentrated they'll choke on it. So concentrated that their lungs will rupture just from the smell. Conspire and spite all you damn want, because no good goes unrewarded and no evil unpunished. You will not escape. No amount of wealth nor associates will save you from getting what you truly deserve. Right about now, you could be a law-abiding citizen paying your bills on time, but conspirators go out of their way and attempt to sabotage you. They may mess with your electricity, your internet, etc. Or have one of your friends, one of their friends, handle it for them, probably with a favor attached. You can do them no wrong, but because of the hatred and wickedness in their heart, the envy and covetousness, they make you a target. You'll work for yours, but they don't want to work for theirs. And if they can't take it from you, they'll try their best to destroy it. Imagine infiltrating and blackmailing good and loving families in an attempt to divide, manipulate, and rule. May Jehovah utterly divide you. May Jehovah go out of his way and crush your bones to dust and cast the ashes to the wind for this evil. May the Great One show you what power, might, and authority truly looks like. May he humiliate and oppress you 70 times worse. Some of you don't know your damn boundary, but may the one show you where the hell it is. Even if he has to open the ground for you to know, so be it. The more you conspire is the deeper your blasted graves get. So keep digging. Grenadian people never allow anybody to stress you into submission. Don't fall for that damn trick. Always have faith, keep your heads up, and push forward no matter what. And to those who like to maliciously monitor and watch, your reward is closer than you like to believe. If you choose to be part of the evil, you shall be part of the punishment. Make no mistake about that. You will pay the piper, and you will pay dearly. To the tyrants of our nation, if you do not stop this treachery, one day you'll do evil to the wrong one, and that shall be the one to put all the nails in your coffins. You shall receive a tyrant of your own. The longest rope has an end, and for every Goliath, there's a David. Thank you, gentlemen.
Well said. 442-0175. Call, ventilate, express yourself. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Yeah, KB Igwe.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Master Carl. KB.
Hi.
You are part of the revolution.
Yeah.
And you heard what Kenneth Kaunda say. You know what had happened during the revolution. You know the atrocities that went on in terms of freedom and speech. And I'm not Jesus Christ, but we know what had happened. And you know, all those who believe Maurice Bishop was a saint, you know, God knows. I'm not the one to judge. But I know, with all the atrocities in the revolution, God really had sent a great son of the soil to come and walk with the people, lead the people in the name of the Right Honorable Dr. Kit Mitchell, bring about peace, love, reconciliation, and heal this land with all the atrocities. Pay back detainees, do whatever. Made Sir Eric Matugeri father of independence. And every October, come down, you hear the cry, you hear the pain, you hear the suffering. And I want to say, that's, you know, one of the things I admire the Right Honorable Dr. Kit Mitchell, a man of God, and we continue praying for him, the old driver. Yes? And I say that to say, with this bill that about they want to pass Tuesday coming.
The first reading will be Tuesday.
Yes, well, the first reading. I therefore want to call on Grenadians. Let us look at our history. Let us see, let us talk to our brothers and sisters. And, you know, where this government is leading us on a wrong track. And I'm calling on the Bar Association, learned men like Dr. Francis Alexis, even the former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas, and others, and great son of the soil, let's stand up for Grenada. And when I hear he going to talk about if he forget the password, what go happen to him, he go break a jail?
50,000.
That's not easy, you know. That is not an easy thing, you know. That's not an easy thing that we have to stomach with this NDC administration, what they intend to do there now, you know, with all that is taking place, you know. You know? And I believe we as a people need to stand up and speak out for our brothers and sisters and Grenada, and even those in the diaspora and all over the world. Let us stand up for our people. And I heard a clipping played last Friday, yes, about some environmentalists, you know. I think it was a news item coming from GBN, yeah. And I just want to say in closing, when I heard that clipping last Friday, you know, I just want to make the point that when you look at what the NNP, where they took this country in infrastructural development to bring investment, climate, and the confidence for investors to come in and build in our country. And we say, come and invest. And we tell them, go any part of this country. And they went. And we saw they went St. David. And we see what is taking place in St. David, the range development, the 6 cents. And when, you know, tears run down my eyes when I see these young men and people, you know, even last Friday, coming from their job, taking the bus. And, you know, I feel so good. Congratulate the Right Honorable Dr. Kit Mitchell, Oliver Joseph, the NNP administration for really negotiating for that project. And when I heard that clipping about, you know, a certain NDC man leading a demonstration to stop that project, now when a hotel is built, could you imagine farmers will sell their product to the hotels, and the hotels going to buy farmers' products, and life going to be better for the people of St. David? Is the NNP have to get the credit for that? And all those who talking about the Chinese housing when you're watching Current or in Karakou, and so is the NNP work. Go build the 500 houses that you say you go build. Budget time in parishes or wherever. This is the NNP's work. Give them credit for that. And I want to say, people, let's speak out and let us call on the Bar Association and our people. Let us tell the NDC, have a heart, have a conscience for our people. Thank you.
Thank you. 442-0175, call, ventilate, express yourself.
Blow the fuse.
Let me hear you take on the bill for Tuesday, the first reading. Hello?
No, not yet. I'll tell you.
The first reading will be on Tuesday. Ask them to hold up on that bill, man.
Hello?
Hello.
Good afternoon, Mr. Carl and Mr. KB.
How you doing, Chief?
I'm worried for the time being.
All right.
Yeah. Nice hearing your voice again, and I think you all are on top.
Raise your voice a little bit, Clifford.
I say, nice hearing your voice.
Okay, we're
again,
hearing you now.
You all are on top of it.
Yeah.
And on Wednesday, I heard Mr. Andrew was sending out a clarion call for the ministry, for the opposition members of parliament.
On Friday.
Friday. Friday. And that clarion call, I support it.
For?
I say that clarion call,
Okay.
I am in full support of it. We need to hear the voice of the opposition on certain matters more regular, or when people try to bamboozle people. For instance, you heard the gentleman said about they get a new fabric and a new ambulance. And he's boasting, but he never gave the impression that the ambulance was ordered and paid for by the NMP government. So when those things said, it's like they're not aware of where and how these things come about. You boast about things like if it just come into the system. So the party have to be more, the members of parliament for the opposition have to be more speaking out on matters. For instance, this bill that is in the parliament now today, all of them, I understand, have copies of it or they are aware of it already. But we didn't hear anything official coming from them. Yes. They have to be on top of those games. Right? I mean, what you, Carl and KB is doing is wonderful. But are we certain that the voices of you all going to the relevant personnel that it should go to? And we have to do better than that. The leaders have to do better than that. You remember the NMP had a song, we can't sit down, sit down, sit down? Now is the time that they should be saying, we can't sit down, sit down, sit down. Because every week, you hear in a just call, you all talk about things with car and whatnot. We don't want you to go and give no false report or information. But at least the parliamentarians must be on top of that. For instance, the Carriacou, we heard the minister saying that the houses in Carriacou, everybody have to reapply because the person that was put in charge of it didn't carry out the cabinet regulation. But he haven't told us what was the cabinet regulation. We have Miss Delma Thomas. She was the minister at that time. I haven't heard her spoke out on that. We have to know what is it that they didn't carry out. We know what they did when the NMP gave out houses in Carriacou. They took back the houses. They had a committee set up to take back the houses with Mr. Bristol and them. And they took back the houses from the people, saying that they are the houses that... So, and I know Miss Delma, the same Miss Delma said that keys were handed to people already. People was supposed to go for the current and the water. So if you take back if these people have to reapply and these people lose that, you think is it fair to them? No, it cannot be fair. Are we hearing enough from the members of the opposition on that? No. We're not hearing enough on that. They have to wake up. There are some callers, Mr. KB and Carl, that when we call and we make statements, because if they're not in favor of what you say, some people supposed to be NMP, they refer to you in all kind of derogative way. I am not supporting NMP because I want to support NMP. I support the NMP. I'm a member of the NMP party. If the party, in my opinion, do something that is wrong, I have a right to say that is wrong. And I don't think nobody have the right to style me or to do me in any other way. If somebody who is an NMP do something that is wrong, I will say, well, okay, this person is wrong, but I have no right to style them in any other way. I don't have that right to do that. I'm going to support the NMP as long as I want to support it. But if I feel a statement is made and it is wrong, I have the right to say it is wrong. The same thing I will do with the NMP. With the NDC. If they do a piece of work somewhere and it's looking reasonable, okay, I have the right to say that I'm satisfied with it. That is my opinion. So we let us take up this personal thing that people have on people. Because we're hearing and we're seeing things happening. And people have the right to speak on what they all these things that you all bring up there that have a level of truth in it have to be investigated by the 6 personnel that make up the opposition. They have to. So the clarion call made by Mr. Andre Donald on Friday is really in order. So if when others speak, you support them, and those that you don't like, you turn off from them. It shouldn't be working that way. Shouldn't that way.
Yes,
I am NNP supporter. I'm a member of the NNP party, and I remain a member of the NNP party until I want to change myself.
You're correct. Anyhow, thanks for calling.
Right.
All the best. 4420175.
The number to call.
Number to call.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening,
How are you doing?
gentlemen. KB?
How are you going, Chief?
Not bad. How are you doing?
Fine, I'm fine.
Master Carl?
Yo, man.
I find you are a little quiet this evening, eh?
Well, you just start to listen to the program?
Yeah, I was right.
Now, if you listen from the beginning, you're not saying that.
Okay. All right. Well, listen to me. I want to, KB,
Aye.
this discussion this evening from me has to do with a few things that I want you and Master Carl to tell me if I'm wrong or stop me if don't stop me if I'm right. The point I'm making is, there was a time in the revolution people call, it would have been heavy manners. You remember that time, KB?
Yeah.
Right. Master Carl, I know you're not young as me again, but you remember those days.
Heavy manners.
Now, I am simply stating these two issues because people could have hardly speak out against some of the things that happened during the revolution.
Correct.
Right. I am not saying the revolution in itself is all that bad. It's all that wrong because some of the benefits derived from the revolution is been happening today.
Yeah, correct.
And we're not getting rid of that at all. Maternity leave, the airport.
Yes.
They're trying to get rid of marketing board and a few others I could name.
The banks.
That's correct.
House repair.
That's correct. You remember? Thank you very much.
Free milk.
Yes, free milk.
Yes.
School and plenty scholarship to travel.
Yeah.
Free education because I travel to countries I never expected to be. Indonesia,
Yeah.
Germany, Moscow, Cuba, Jamaica, just to name a few.
Yeah.
No, I am saying that education was the backbone of the revolution to educate our people in ways in which they could develop themselves. I am only alluding to this part of it to make my new point. When 84 elections took place, there was a different scenario. People could have speak out, call people names, and I remember one name that still came to my mind, Dr. Stone. You remember that, Kevin? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Stone. They call Dr. Mitchell Dr. Stone. So
there was this song Tell Stone.
Exactly. Very well. Thank you for guiding me. So this country has gone from one era to a next. Now I see it taking a different turn again, and another twist. Like Maurice Bishop come back for real to muzzle people.
Oh, yeah?
That is where democracy is bringing us today. That is what people want. Now I recall there was demonstration that caused some people didn't get paid because they put the cart before the horse. They strike and demonstrate before they start going through the procedure of strike action. I remember in this country. I remember people demonstrating all in front of TAMCC, all in front of the ministerial complex, all by the bus terminal, all in the marketing center, the tongue at St. George, people walking the street and demonstrating. Now, tyrannies has come back. So you no longer have the freedom of speech. You no longer have the freedom to decide what you want to do. I am not saying for people to. I am not saying people should speak out now. I think it's time, and that is my opinion. I think it's time that people should come out and demonstrate to show the dissatisfaction to what is happening in our country. Now is the time, and I'm calling on Grenadians, all who could listen and hear that program today. I am calling on them, those in the diaspora and other places, Canada. I am calling on them. The Conference of Churches, I am calling on them, because this Muslim will go to hurt a lot of us in Grenada. Even locally in my little area, some people who know me trying to muzzle me because they figure I'm speaking for people. I'm not speaking for myself, I'm speaking for the betterment of this country. You have promised betterment.
Correct.
You have promised to take this country to another level. You building on what you meet.
Yeah.
You're going to elevate Grenada. You're going to transform Grenada. That was the correct words. And now your transformation reached to Muslim people.
A part of the transformation, because we used to ask what it entails.
Exactly.
Interfere in your phone.
You know your phone is not even private again, because they're going to tap it. Because when you're having conversation, private conversation, people could listen in on who you're talking to and what you're saying. No, this is not good for Grenada.
Well, caller, what is mind-boggling? When COVID came and the legislation was to help to save lives, the same set of people was against measures like getting information from people. So how now? The same set of people supporting this thing.
Exactly. No. I'll tell you the reason. There is only one single reason. You have about 3 radio stations in this country that people calls on freely. Hard Talk, We FM, and your program, Real FM. Now, people in all walks of life are dissatisfied. So they air in the opinion. They air in the opinion on Carriacou issues. They air in the opinion on Grenada issues. The same thing somebody mentioned about the hotel in St. David's. They say you're going to cause what? All kind of problems for the mangrove.
Environmental problem.
Exactly. And now you're telling me. So these lashing they're getting, they have to take a different turn now to try to tell people you're not supposed to speak. You're not supposed to say that. You have to make it look like they are the best for governing this country. Hell no. With all due respect to you all gentlemen, I cannot and I will never sit back over for what I have been through in my years of service to this country, in one way or the other, and what I have proven to be, knowing where Grenada was, when there was renting ministries in all different parts of this country to service the people. Now you have a ministerial complex that you could go there and get all your service get done in one area. Tell me, is that development?
True.
I have seen that.
True, brother.
I have seen that the big tourist, the cruise ship couldn't come in on the docks where we have now we have a cruise ship terminal. I am saying to these people, we must remember where we came from.
True.
What I knew I used to go there when a jam was singing. It was not a stadium.
Well, the people know what is calypso, you know.
You true, brother.
Exactly. We must remember what we came out under and where we going. Yes. Some of us make mistakes, yes, but not this kind of mistake to muzzle people passing law in parliament.
To get into your phone?
To get into your phone and to get to know who you're talking to, where you're getting your information from.
Well, if Real FM is a threat to the government, that means the government weak. You find it okay, B? If they see Real FM as a threat, they're weak.
But they're afraid of everybody, even their own people.
Well, they can depend on a certain next program master that only know how to crucify people. That's why the thing is, I had to ask. One day I'm waiting to ask him when I see him face to face. What did Dr. Mitchell do to him and the NNP, or what did he do to the NNP?
You have to ask him what Dr. Keith Mitchell eat and do game.
Exactly.
Just remember the password on your phone, eh?
Yes.
NDC must go.
Remember the password on your phone.
That's correct.
Imagine when you give them the password. You can't give them wrong password, eh?
Yes. I always remember my password because that is an international password I have. Yeah. So I am saying that, gentlemen, it's time that Grenadians should wise up. The days for speaking is over. Now it's time for action. Now it's time that we have to stand up, show our true patriotism by demonstrating against the atrocities, as a good friend would say, the evil that these people are doing to our country. We are now facing threats of hush your mouth and don't say nothing in our country.
I like that one.
No.
I like that one.
Yes, man.
Don't say nothing, hush your mouth.
Yes.
All right, call.
All right, take care of the best. Good, thank you.
Yeah.
442-0175, number to call.
Well, KB, if this government afraid Real FM Igwe, that means they're weak.
Yeah. You see, they cannot defend. You must defend your policy. NDC, you have to defend your policy. Defend whatever you do, you're supposed to defend it. You cannot defend those somebody decision you take. You can't defend your action. And you don't want anybody to speak about it. You want to hide and take Nicodemus' position, crawling in the dead of night and dump strange bill on us. Anyhow, 442-0175.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon, Master Carl, Iwe, KB.
How you doing?
And all the listening public, home and in the diaspora. You know, KB, I have a problem. And the problem I have is with those, like the previous caller, although I agree with everything he said, but who is to lead the demonstration? Everybody talking we should take the streets, but nobody's taking the lead in taking the streets. So I would like that previous caller to take up the mantle and lead the demonstration on Tuesday in front of Parliament so that we can have a peaceful demonstration. Because if I was not challenged, I would have been leading it. But unfortunately, I'm challenged, so I cannot take the lead at the moment.
Okay.
So please, KB, put out the clarion call for them to stop saying we should, and be bold enough
I
to
say
put
let's
their
do
words
it.
where their mouth is.
Okay.
God
That's
bless
fine.
my darling.
Okay, fine.
Bye-bye.
KB, that is very instructive here, you know, because person saying what we should do, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's assemble Tuesday peacefully in front of the Parliament building and have our placards and
As
so
for
on.
consultation, School Charles say it's not them that weak, it's we that strong. It's the other way around. Heavyweights over here.
Well, a simple little radio program.
No, but we heavy. We heavy.
It can be a simple
We are
little radio
boys shaking,
program.
you know. Every Sunday we are boys shaking.
Boy.
They wondering what about him up to today, boy?
They walking up and down inside the room?
Yeah.
It's how you deliver.
Matching.
And how you label.
Yeah, one day go, let's take
and what you sell.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Wango.
Hi, we hearing you.
For the first reading, and then we know where to take it from. Let's see what's going on with the first reading first.
Okay.
Where to take it from.
The first reading, all right. Take care, all the best. Okay.
This is the best way I think we can handle that. We
All
know how to prepare for them for the next reading.
All right, take care. 442-0175. Call and ventilate.
Blow the fuse.
Yeah, we take on the
KB. All right, let's take the call.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, caller. How are you doing?
Young men, all three of you.
Yes,
I
sir.
listen all the time, but I don't say much. I say to myself or to others. But as far as I know that the lady who spoke a little while ago, who said that instead of just saying, let there be action, if that is the word she meant, is that the word she meant? Action?
Yeah.
Well, if you know what I mean. Let us get up and get. Now, the reason why I never get involved with this subject, but I listen, is because I have been a stranger for many years here, you know. I came back after what has happened here, so I cannot say anything much. I just got to listen and follow on. But as I said, right now, instead of provocations and, saying different things, I think action must be taken. Get up and get, So I hope that it's been considered what I said. Anyway, nice talking to you all, and I'm there listening all the time.
You're welcome.
Love the good works.
Take care. You're welcome.
All right, school child say, KB and Massacre, I should say, let's go!
Let's go! I hear you.
Yeah.
Let it ferment still.
Let it
It
ferment.
will burst open soon. Don't worry that.
KB, I keep
Kettle is boiling, man.
KB, I tell you, the place go open like book.
The kettle is boiling.
No, myself and
It's pressure cooker now, you know.
Myself and KB went on we were driving around and we observed a school sports. And KB was the one that drew to my attention. KB say, Massacre, what's the exuberance of the teachers? What's how they glad? They're not the same set of teachers that were talking about walk to rule. And that take me back in KB and tell me that, Because the same data teachers were the lead the children alone.
Yeah.
You see, even though they see them fighting, they turn in their back. They go in the classroom and turn their back on them. You don't see how they glad now.
Everything good now. Everything okay now.
We are calling you?
Yep.
Let's run with it. Hello?
Master Carl,
Yeah.
you're just say the word, sir. Already.
Let's
somebody
go.
Write that. Somebody who is listening, write something good on a placard and I'll know where I am. And the terminal just tell me the time and the hour and I'm right there. I agree with the lady. The Mr. that call or before this last caller, let us say yes. Realize ours and let me go and champion it and stick it out there. We don't go and make no confusion. We going peaceful and everybody with what they have in their hand and let us see. When they walk out of Parliament, let the Prime Minister see the Grenadian people and we say no to that bill. No. Come on, Grenadians. Come on, Grenadians. If you love Grenada, come out. I want food, but I'll be there. As long as you're ready. Have a good evening.
All right, take care, all the best. Thanks for calling.
I love coming, man.
442-0175. In the battle
We getting some real password restorative justice.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Hello, how you doing, man?
I thought the motion. We're ready to go. Start protesting.
Yeah, we're ready.
Good.
All right.
We're ready.
442-0175. The number to call.
Blow the fuse.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing, Jim?
Already, what to do?
What happened?
Make
You
no
remember your
password?
password in your phone? Ask you, you
I
remember?
don't have this kind of phone on them.
Why you have the juke phone?
Yeah,
Ajelapi.
So, what do you do? Marco some can?
Yeah.
We're going to alert you.
Right.
All right, take care of the best. 4420175, the number to call.
Not on the WhatsApp.
I don't know, the WhatsApp been very shy today. Strangely.
Yeah, man.
The WhatsApp been a bit shy today.
No more Nicodemus, man. Don't pass no bill in the dead of night.
NDC most
Don't come in the back door.
Don't come in the back door, man. Don't play Nicodemus on us. Come up front. Come in front door.
Face.
Transparency. Accountability. That's your watch,
You wonder again, let's see.
Hello. 4420175.
Hey, Master Carl.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Lieutenant.
What happening, Chief?
Igwe.
Hey.
Already, you know.
Tell you we're ready, man.
Let's go.
Okay, we seem like we have to create a movement for things.
The pitch green.
Yeah, we go.
What the pitch lively? You call it a sporting pitch?
What happened? The pitch taking spin or what?
Yeah.
But I think we all have to be responsible in anything we do, okay?
Yeah, we just.
I mean, emotionally,
yeah,
it sounds right, but we need to
take with time and do what we're doing. Let the legal brain look at it.
Not legal brain. The people have to act, but responsible.
Yeah.
Because KB, when they came for the people, the union people, I didn't speak because I wasn't a union man, the trade union. When they came for the Jews, I didn't speak because I was not Jews. But when they come for me, they didn't have nobody to speak for me. So we cannot wait until they damage everybody to speak. But we just have to have structure to it, KB.
Yeah.
We don't want to cause chaos and anarchy, but we have to let them know, even through peaceful protests,
yes,
that what they're doing is hurting the people.
Correct.
And KB, the sentiments of the people on the program is not things we tell them to say.
No, they react based on their feeling.
And if that is the way they're feeling, we have to find a way to facilitate those people.
Okay.
So you don't look at that lightly as somebody messaged me and say, do not take what the people saying lightly. That is cause for concern. What? The National Democratic Congress believed when they win election that NNP dead. That's why they go and tell people NNP dead. But the resurgence of NNP is troubling to them right now, KD.
Yeah, they don't understand.
They never accustomed to that. So they're asking, here the question they're asking, when they listen to me, they say, where do I want to come out? Because they didn't expect people like me to emerge.
No, they expect us to go to bed.
They expect them to lie, but we don't lie now. We don't afraid them.
Yeah, man.
KB, we never hide after election.
Man, from day one.
So why should we hide now?
From day one, we attacking.
Why hang we hat on top of Guru tree?
Yes,
thank
God.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Well, Master Carl, I changed my passport already, and I'm saying it loud for them to hear because I know they are listening. They just listen to me. My voice is distinctive. They know it. I changed my password and I'm telling them what my password. My password is NDC Nicomancy. Make note of it because when I look come to me, I go forget. When I look come, I go forget.
They won't forget because they don't tape us, so they know.
My password is NDC Nicomancy. Make a mental note of it. All right, okay.
Take care of the best.
We have a next one on the WhatsApp.
So we take it one time.
Hello. Hello.
Listen to the phone.
Let's take the one on the landline. That person already.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. You hear me?
Yes, we're hearing you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Carl. KB, good afternoon.
Hey, how you doing?
Wait, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Okay.
I just come out and pray for our country.
Yeah, but I was not Karakou this year.
You should have come last night.
Oh yeah, last night I heard it was a good meeting last night.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
But right now, we are under the transformation agenda. We Grenadian people.
I like that
under
one.
The transformation agenda. We have to take NDC off from this place and let it go back where they come from because they are party of lies and propaganda. Right now, we the people of Grenada, we need a caravan of hope, like in the days of 2013. We had a caravan of hope where Keith Mitchell was marching in every constituency. I was in Grenada, as I said, marching with him because the people right now crying out and they need hope. They haven't got a hope. Can you imagine? You have lots of young people saying they're lawyers, etc., and they have a briefcase of certificate, according to Mr. Pay, right? And they can't do nothing with it. They cannot help us. Instead, they're destroying the Grenadian people, young people out of job, other people out of job, men out of job. Who is going to look after the next generation? And what can we say to the next generation when they come in? That is not right. So right now, we need help. And I know we have a good man. We have our Dr. Keith Claudius Mitchell. He'll be there, and he will defeat them. He defeat the NDC many times before. Now he go defeat them again. Because we are going to go out, and we go join together as one people crying out. We're crying as in we in the wilderness. We're crying out because we need justice. We need to get rid of these people, the NDC party. They're not there to help Grenada. They come to destroy, they killing and they destroy. They make the treasury full of money. They say the treasury was pregnant until they're giving away money. They're giving away money. They don't know who they're giving it to. They're giving away money to people because they cannot count. They say they're bright. They're so bright. But they go meet the master. They go meet the mathematician, our Dr. Keith Claudius Mitchell. He knows to govern the country. He knows how to take us to higher heights. So let us rally around him. And let us join together as one people. And they say one for all, one for all. When one come, we go destroy them all in the name of NNP, our Green Party. We will destroy them. So help us. We join together, one people. Grenada stand together. Grenada, Carrickon, Pity Matnik, stand together. Let us fight a good fight. Let us stand up and show NDC what we made of. We're not taking it. We're not taking that going down. We're not. Let us bring them down. Mr. Khan, have a beautiful day. Have a wonderful day.
Take care, mommy.
I have one on the WhatsApp. Let's see if it's clear this
Hello?
time. Hello?
Listen to your phone, not the radio.
But
Listen to your phone, not the radio.
Listen to your phone, not the radio.
You talking to Sotak?
Hello.
Hello, go right ahead.
Yeah, Master Carl.
Yeah.
I is a first time caller. I already know.
Right. Lovely.
Take care.
Yes,
take care,
I already know. Yes, ready.
Just make sure you remember the password on your phone. Hello.
My password is irreparable damage.
I like that one.
I already know.
I like that one.
I like that one too. Irreparable damage one. Yeah, I like that one. All right.
Yes, my password is irreparable damage.
Good password, man.
Yeah, that good one.
That good one.
That real good one. All right, brother. Thanks.
All right, take care.
That is a good one. The irreparable damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
Hello, 4420175.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Listen, man, pressure make water bus tight. Listen, we don't have to be too quick to go on the street. Let me give them some pressure. The pressure they're reacting to it. So let me give them, let them have it. They're playing stupid.
They can't stand up.
See them in the skin. Pressure does make water bus
They
tight.
can't stand up.
But can't stand. What they going to stand up to the people in the voice of God? Boy?
We have
But
them
the
up a
people
gum
talk.
tree, man.
I mean, you're making joke about. Let me see them hot and sticky. And I can't come in. Let me take it in there.
Yeah, man. We have them up a gum tree.
Right.
Take your alias 4420175.
KB, we got to organize a 28,000 people march.
Yeah.
28,000 people we want. We have to start the movement, KB. You see just how they had the million man march in America with Farrakhan and them? We got to do something like that.
Yeah, we go tell you when we're ready to have that peaceful demonstration. We're going to properly organize it, get enough placards and so on. Make sure we get permission from the police, and we'll definitely have to do something. High cost of living, people that get fired, victimized.
We're marching for victimization, high
Yeah,
cost
man,
of
we
living.
have
People
a lot
make
of issues, you know.
We're still marching against the $2,000.
The 150.
The 150,
We
the
have a lot of
2.3
thing to-
million.
We have a lot too much.
The
about.
Black Rav, PAW 92, all that marching.
The point is that
the gold shovel.
I going to be one side of the street. Master Carl going to be the next side of the street. He go be in the center
with cameras. And we move.
Yes, 4420175 the number to call.
You want it?
Yeah.
Hey,
hello.
Him saying it's pity Martinique and North Korea. We cannot afford to become a little North Korea here. And this is what we are heading to. I don't know if Grenadians' eyes closed, if they don't know, if they don't understand the level of implications that this bill is going to cause. Everyone is going to have that problem.
Okay, thank you. I understand your concern and your passion, and everybody concerned. This bill, you know, these people decide to take a Nicodemus position.
So the question is, Igwe,
I'm putting all the important
the
apps in
Gradient people,
to delete.
are you ready to go out and show this government that we tired with what they're doing? Yeah, man. Let's say the colleague we want to
Nothing yet.
TV.
Yeah, we cannot allow them, man.
We cannot back with no bite,
Oh, hello, 442-0175. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And how are you?
Fine.
It's my first time calling on the program on Sundays.
Okay.
Just calling to say, you wonder why NDC is classified as Pharaoh. God say the party with the heart is about hardship, And I just want to say to we people, don't give up the struggle, don't give up the fight. I don't want to ask a question if the referendum is coming back in a different form. Question this afternoon.
Okay.
Merci.
Thank you for calling.
We're getting some real first-time callers.
Yeah. 442-0175.
And let me say thank you to the first-time callers. Always. And it's good.
How much time we have still?
We have about 15 minutes.
Okay. Take all the call. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm a first-time caller,
Okay.
and I'm ready to take the street with you all.
Well, keep calling and
Full voltage for them.
Full voltage. We're
keep
blowing all
the feet. Keep the feet.
Yes.
Keep the feet.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
442-0175. The number to call.
People have spoken.
Keep it away for you.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
How are you
School
doing?
teachers, how you all doing?
Good.
We
Good.
did.
Great.
I'm a student here.
All right.
I'm listening to all you. But what I want to say this evening, I want to know about that vehicle that men and them solely. I want to know about that vehicle because I want to know.
I think I have the number still, PAW 92.
A black raffle.
Black raffle.
$2
But how these men could be ministers and doing this sort of things?
What we waiting,
What they teaching we?
We
as the young people?
waiting.
What they teaching us as young people? So when you do that, what example you setting for the younger children that are coming up? The young children that are coming up. What example you setting for them? And these men claim to fire because these men, they uphold the law, they hold the law in their hand.
They say
And that
good
is what
lawyer
they're teaching
from the
people to do,
east.
to thief and to take people thing and sell it. Yeah. That is what they intend in Grenada to do.
PAW 92. Black raffle.
What example?
You want to know if it's 10 grand or 18
I heard some
grand?
people saying that it's time to demonstrate. We have to do the thing in an efficient way, but we have to take the street.
No, we have to do it with
brothers and
structure,
sisters.
but it's something we have to do, but we have to put
go
structure.
time, man. It's time, brother. These men can be just doing things and just get away with it. Enough is enough. We put these men in there up to run this country, and they the country, give it up. They're gonna put in all kind of laws in place to hold back people from their mouth. We have right to speak. God himself said we have to speak about things when it's wrong. You trying to block my mouth and telling me I can't say nothing?
You remember your password, eh?
my password is NEC corrupt.
That's a bad one.
Radam!
They corrupt.
All right, that's done.
That one win.
That one is a bad
Yeah, that one win.
Take win.
Yeah, that one win.
Guns down, mic drop.
Gone with that one.
Gone with
And
that
this is
one.
no good example.
Yeah.
And these men want to talk about efficiency and accountability. Which accountability?
But in all of that, I don't hear Mr. Integrity.
And Mr.
KB
Where the
good friend.
integrity? Where the man
KB
integrity?
say you go and look for him and have a discussion
Uncle
with
Tilly,
him.
Uncle Tilly.
Where is he? Where is he?
KB say you have to go and look for him.
Where's Pastor Simon? What want Kid Mitchell to go all the time because Kid Mitchell was too old? Where's he?
And with Dave, I ain't hearing Dave too.
Huh?
I ain't hearing Dave. I feel like Sally.
Huh?
All
All
right,
of them, they like rat. They gone in the trap now. They gone in the trap. They don't have.
Yeah.
What Uncle Tilly? Tilly is not what Uncle Tilly. Tilly and men only talk when things good on the side, boss. When things bad, they don't say nothing.
Nah.
Right
now, they bias.
Very biased. Very biased.
They bias.
I call him Monday. No? I call him Monday, and we FM. I call him and tell him. I say, let me tell you something. You too biased as a minister. It's time that just because and stop when people doing wrong thing. You call them up and tell them because that is what God called us for. When people do wrong things, you call them up and tell them they're wrong. I'm a good day, bro.
Take you all the best.
We have our next one on the WhatsApp.
There we go with it.
Hello.
Good day.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, we're hearing you. Go right ahead.
Caller, are you ready too? And my password is affirmatively.
I will tell tours about you.
Affirmative. We have one on the landline.
Hello, 44201.
Igwe, you inform, man.
Yeah, man.
You next one, eh?
You come in, you don't have to give them like a second to
Yeah,
fire.
boy, affirmative.
That's some bad password these days, boy.
NDC corrupt. Yeah, man.
Hello?
I'm ready to take the street too.
All right.
What is your password?
What's your password?
My password is NDC is a nasty password.
All right, take the holiday. 242-0175.
Yeah, man.
You know.
Yeah.
What kind of bill they want to impose on the people of this country?
But not the bill, no, KB. The contents of the bill is bad, but you try to force it in. Why not let people know?
Yeah, come and discuss it.
Consult with people.
Consult us.
Guidelines.
What do you want to vote?
Discuss
You going by them now? You want to do them thing? You don't want them know? Just take it, Igwe.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Good evening.
Good afternoon.
First time caller.
What's your password?
My password is affirmative.
Okay, all right, take care. Let me hear you.
Yeah, make your point.
No, you say you're ready to hit the streets. Good. 4420175. Affirmative.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
Look at that, eh? People are enjoying themselves.
No, they're taking it serious.
Oh, yeah, but this bill is
No,
gonna-
KB,
Grenadian don't
the
understand
condition
people
of the economy
Yeah.
and cost of living is already high.
Yeah.
Then you make a set of people go, mainly women, and then you come in with this draconian bill. How much people could take?
Hello, 442.
Hello. What's up? Hello. Oh, you gone.
How much more? It's like when Duke say, how many more must die? How many more must suffer before the place get liberated?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, how are you?
Good.
All right, listen me. Who is the person that you all will be asking for the permission to protest?
We must get permission from the Commissioner of Police.
Peaceful protest, the police?
With the head, not good. Which place you going
No,
to?
we have constitutional entitlements.
Yeah.
All right. Carl, you know who's speaking? You
No, nah.
You know?
No, I don't know.
Partner, all right.
Don't worry, man. We go meet. When you meet me, just tell me the call. Why you password?
What's your password?
I only hearing you talking about that now, sir.
Well, you see what they're saying? If they have want access to your phone and you forget your password, you're in trouble, you know.
I know.
All right, take care of the best. Thanks for calling.
They can't catch me in anything, so you don't worry about that.
All right.
Take care, have a nice day, and continue good work, man.
Okay,
all right.
all the best.
Bye-bye.
We have a next one on the WhatsApp. City. Hello.
My password is NDC.
Oh, he cut off. She said she password is NDC, so many cut off. Call back. I get in texts too where some people say the password is transformation. And I said,
Yeah, could read it out.
Yeah, man.
KB, your silent listeners come alive today.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you need to.
So KB, you
it's
can.
what you package
So
and
KB, you
what you
can do.
sell and how you label, you know. It's your message. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, if we look at a brief history of Grenada, Hurricane Grenada, Dr. Mitchell rebuilt Grenada. Election came, and they see one election. They destroyed the Grenada. People ball. They couldn't wait for the date of election. Election call, they vote. They vote out NDC, and they vote back Dr. Mitchell. Dr. Mitchell called on Papa God to help him. The second time he won 15 seats again, he called on Papa God to help him. We see the miracle start in this country. Grenada was a marvel when you compare Grenada to the rest of the Caribbean. Another man come, next election date call, and the man called on to help him. What is amazing is that the man called on this demon to possess him. What is amazing is that the church leaders, right, they tell the congregation to follow the man who called on the demon, right? Right now, God is exposing these men. Right? All these hypocrites and them that claiming to be man, right? God is exposing them, and they're exposing this government. He's exposing this government. And they're going to get blows. The Almighty going to give them blows until they go down on their knees and they repent. And they claim that Jehovah alone is God and not Maurice Bishop. Maurice Bishop is in his grave. He's not in heaven looking down on anybody. The scripture tells us the living know that they shall die, but the dead knows nothing. But
All right,
the
caller.
pastors and them lying too much. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Next call, 442-0175.
Someone say they call they pass away. Let's go!
Let's go!
Time up already?
No, we'll just entertain about a few more, 3 more.
Yes. Good afternoon, caller.
Hello.
Hi, Carl. I have a joke for you. There was a Trinidadian guy, I think was Tommy Joseph of one of them, who said there was this crazy man. He had some poop. I don't know, he put the FHI. And he said, what is it? He said, I'm making a policeman. When he bring him to the policeman, yes, he said, making a policeman. So he bring him to the commissioner. He says, if you ask him what he's going to do, he will say, he's making a commissioner of police. So he said, what are you doing? He said, I'm making a commissioner of police. So he bring him to the minister. The minister said, what are you doing? If I tell you what you're doing, you go say, I'm making, with that SHIT, he go tell you, you're making a minister of police. He said, no, I don't have enough shit for that. So we don't have enough shit for NDC. That means they're so full of it, no matter how much you have in Grenada, it still can do with them because
What's your password?
The password is full of shit.
All right.
442-0175.
Thank you.
Yes.
8 minutes too, guys.
Yeah, we go take.
We take them.
Yeah, we take them on like the people's program.
Hello.
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 Carl, I very listening to it. There are more hateful things I hear you say on this program today. That shame and
Not today.
All is despicable. Are you trying to get people?
You won't break my strides today.
I work from people I said how they'll get that posting. They'll get a posting. See, all you free here in this country, listen to me. Are you trying to create hate and in this country? And the Grenadian people, because all you might for power.
I was wondering when one of them was going to
power.
call.
Are you trying to crucify people for all because of power?
Let off your steam, man. Let off your steam.
Hey, blow, man.
You have permission granted. Permission granted. Blow, man. Blow.
Listen to me. Dr. Mitchell will rule this country for 9 years.
9 years? You just rich?
Can you leave him? Leave him like
Nothing. All he do is chat for 9 years. Look at the Maximum Board. What can they do to the Maximum Board? They thief money in it. They destroy it in this country.
And all you talk about, all you carry on the marketing board and all you want to cut you to the ground.
Tell me about P Dog. Tell me about Ivan, the Black Rav.
The Black Rav that me seen. That they said.
Tell me about the Black Rav.
Tell me about the Haitian and them they send back.
What part in Ford you live in? What part in Ford you live in?
Don't matter where
Tell us about
what part in Ford you live in?
Tell us about the 2.3 million from GDB.
If the barrel is going good use, they'll keep it.
All right, anyhow, we had enough for you.
No. I want him to tell me about the Rav food. Call back next week, let me talk about the Rav food.
India. We go meet by Maxi. When we meet by Maxi, ask me those questions.
Thank you, caller, for calling. We appreciate it. I was wondering when
we give you a lot of areas. I mean, you at least you have to have one of them to let up some steam.
No man, a lot of pig taking it there. Hello,
that one come out.
0175.
Hello. Hey.
You live far. Why is your password?
Your song far.
We don't hear you clear.
We don't hear you clear. Come closer to the phone.
Oh yeah, I'm on the phone, man. I don't understand what's going on.
How you song so?
How you singing far so?
Yeah. Man, you hearing me better?
Okay, yeah, we hear you better now.
Man, I was going to come today, but I'm glad I didn't come, boy. You guys have too much mailing today.
What's your password?
What is your password, Carl? What is your password?
NBC must go.
I have that background for in my yard, you know. Come and see.
My password is a bias.
Oh Lord, boy, things looking stupid, yes? Things looking insane.
Yeah.
Well, what's going on, KB? What's going on, Igwe?
I don't know. But why you think they try to pass a bill of that sort and in the dead of night?
Man, listen, that bill is something else. You know, when you scrutinize the bill, I didn't get a chance to listen to Dr. Alexis today. I'm going to listen to him later. But I have a lot of information, and you guys have so much information. That bill is just a horrible bill to even put forward to the Grenadian people.
Yeah.
Guys, we have a lot to talk about next Sunday. So you guys have a good and safe evening.
All right, take care, all the best. 4420175.
Just enough time to take one more call. We have 3 more minutes on the inside.
Let that person be the last one.
I don't know who's gonna be. I'm waiting.
Yeah, Kiwi.
Yeah, man.
Okay, be recognized by the callers and the really militant.
Yeah.
Let's take down.
Yeah, we got that. That's the one we're looking for.
All right.
What's your password?
Password? I have a password yet.
All right. Let me hear what you want to say. Make your comment.
What did the gentleman talk about Dr. Alexis? Do they have a program that Dr.
He was on Bob Report.
Okay, so we will get that on Bob Report.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we want to hear people like these people's voice. Yeah.
All right, take care.
All right, thanks.
4420175 is the number to call.
We're getting the calling out within fun.
Hello?
What's the password?
Password?
Yeah, what's your password?
I'll fix it by the stroke of a pen.
That's a good one. Yeah, let me hear your comment. Why you have to say about the bill, man?
Everybody will be prominent.
You're talking to Carl partner.
So how you doing? Okay, seems to that's the end of.
Yeah, you look like that is it.
You can take one more?
Yeah.
Okay. 4420175. Hello.
Final caller. You have 2 minutes.
Ige and Keto.
Hello.
I think we have to start making preparation to get on the street. Because they're overdoing it now and we are suffering. So it's time for we get on the street. Start making preparation, get our placards and whatever we should be writing on it. It's time for we to start.
All right,
All right, thank you.
Welcome.
Well, we have come to the end of the program today.
Mm-hmm.
I entrust that the information given out on the program would help us make better decisions as we go forward and recognize there is a situation out there where the people need to ventilate, they need to let off some steam, they need to think. I'm calling on the powers that be the government of the take notice of what the people saying and do better. Until next Sunday, take care.
You asking me what is wrong with Trinidad? You can't understand why things go on so bad. You find we so